Alrighty. I guess we'll give that a shot. Things are still going to be a minute or two if you're able to hear me. Still finishing rebooting up the last of everything. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The power flickered here about 2 or 3 minutes before I was about to start, and I ended up having to power up my computer and reboot everything, so it's taken a minute for it all to load up for me. I'm hoping Minecraft works on the first try. You can? Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes, I figure I'll be on for a couple hours at least. I figure I'd go till about 10:30. But I have a few different things I'm working on. I finally went in and updated Minecraft and started fiddling with it a little bit earlier to fix that issue we were having where you could not, or I was unable to, blacklist or whitelist items in a fluid extraction cable. So fortunately, that is working now. So hopefully I can get that monstrosity that makes the crystals I need automated. I've got the process of it ready to go. Now I just need to automate filling it with the fuel I need. So I got to put together just one compact machine making, I believe it was going to be nether quartz essence and stone essence, I believe, if I'm correct. Because I need to automate diorite production and one of the other stones. Because I got to crush those to get the powders I need. One of them gives sulfur, one of them gives fluoride. 2 a.m. and you have school tomorrow. Ouch. Well, I apologize for that. I have to work tomorrow, but I'll get plenty of sleep. School is overrated. I don't miss it. Yeah, after the stream ended on Sunday morning, I loaded up 2 videos, got those on. That took about an hour to get everything up and on, and then posted all the socials into my website and Reddit and all that. And I think I slept for about 3.5 hours. Then I got up and then just stayed up most of the rest of the day to try to get back on a regular schedule. So I slept well last night. I slept like 9.5 hours last night. So I feel okay now. But I had a hell of a migraine yesterday afternoon just from lack of sleep. Hey, appreciate that. And best of luck to you and your school. We'll see you again. I'll be on regularly, if all goes as well as it should. I spent a bunch of time earlier today fiddling with some of my stream settings, and other than updating the game, trying to get some stuff looking a little bit better. Redid a bunch of the stuff on my website today. I got my channel trailer that I made for YouTube up on my website now, so people that go to my website will get I think it's like 45-second long little video that I made to advertise the channel and such. And as I was mentioning the other day, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I did most of it's just clips from streaming and other videos I did, but the beginning and end was a little bit of a Let's build that I did in creative, where it says Onlydraven Gaming, and if you look at it, it looks like it's redstone lamps, if you haven't seen it. So it's all lit up. It's got floating in space, and it just kind of, you're like zooming into it. Let me see. Your vids have helped my fiance and I to make some awesome stuff on our SF4 game. Appreciate the details given. Hey, not a problem, Mr. Brevy. I appreciate you watching. I'm glad to hear they helped. Hopefully I will continue to put out many, many more. I did one short one that is going to go out probably Thursday. And then I'm also working on taking the 12-hour charity stream and cutting that into several smaller videos. Like I'm going to have playing Jackbox with the community, and then I'll have like doing some Minecraft. I'm not sure I'll do the 7 days. Nothing super exciting happened in there other than I got my butt handed to me a few times. But definitely the Jackbox stuff I'm going to put up as a individual video. Apologize if I lag out a little bit. The game looks like it's almost ready to start. It's still trying to load in, and it's been going a little bit slower since I updated today, so that could be part of the issue. Hey, I think we may be almost ready to go. Well, in theory. Aha! I'm into the game. Excellent. Finally. All right, you may have had a little frozen spot there. My computer went funky. Let's see, some update on my compact machine platform. I've run out of space so many times. No doubt, man. You're trying to do a tiny space there. I understand that. I'm inside a compact machine now because this is where I was working on building the essence setup that I'm going to need to run my automation, which I still can't remember the name of the crystals. It's like a fluorite crystal or something like that is what I'm trying to automate. And it's probably one of the more complicated automations I've had to put together. And the game is still cutting in and out a little bit, so I apologize for any lag you guys are getting. All right. Oh, game shut down for me. There we go. Back up. Back up. All right. So, all right. Well, we look like we're working. So I added a couple things to the stream screen itself. I got a little thing in the corner that shows how many people are watching, which I thought was cool. I didn't know that was there. Then I got the thing in the top right-hand corner now that shows people who do stuff, different events, membership, subscribers, things like that. And then I added that cool little glass thing in the bottom. Everybody told me I should do that, all my friends who stream. And I had, see, I found a 9x9 or 11x11 and right in the dead center put a sprinkler. It tends to go crops 100% faster. I agree 100%. But I put sprinklers the entire length of the water because they do stack. Multiple sprinklers will go faster up to a point, but they will stack further. So I use a lot of sprinklers. But again, yeah, definitely as many as possible. Let's see. That's what we're actually looking for here now. What do I got? I don't need item collector. Let's see. I need a harvester. I'm going to need some chests. I didn't bring chests. I'll have to go get those. Well, we'll get started with the harvester anyways. So put one of those in. Yes, sprinklers stack, and I want to say sprinklers either stack with growth crystals or they stack with inferium blocks. The inferium growth blocks. What are those called? Let's see if I can remember what they're called. I can't remember. There's a block made out of inferium. Man, my game is lagging a lot. I apologize. But yes, several of the different growth things stack. So I do recommend using as many of them as possible. And again, because of all the changes I made today and the fact that I literally just booted up my computer. If you just joined in, I was about to start streaming and the power flickered. And my whole computer shut down. So I was trying to boot everything up as quickly as possible. So everything was loading at once. And my computer's already notoriously slow. No, it's none of those. Oh, there it is. That green thing. Well, what is that? That is growth accelerator. So sprinklers either stack with that or they stack with growth crystals. I don't remember off the top of my head. I usually just use sprinklers. Yes, resource farms are phenomenal. If you've not seen any of the ones I've got running, we're about to go look at those here as soon as we climb out of this machine. Hopefully it doesn't shut the game down again. But I'll show a couple of mine here in a second. Yeah, so today, like I said, I updated the game, so I'm running the most current one now. Because I'll be honest, until I was doing the stream, I didn't realize there was a way to carry your save files over. So I've just been running on like a 4 or 5 behind. So once I updated, a couple of things changed, which is cool, because that catches me up with everybody else and makes things I'm doing a little bit more updated. And switching between worlds, I'm hoping doesn't crash the game. Like I said, normally I have the computer up and running, give it time to get all the programs and stuff for a good 5 or 10 minutes before I start streaming because it's a little bit of a strain on everything. But I was kind of feeling rushed today, so I apologize for the pauses of lag. Right now I'm waiting for the game to finish loading. But that little glass thing is cool. So like when people subscribe, I think I have on subscribes. I know if they become a member of the channel and if they do a super chat, and there's donations and stuff. It makes things fall, but some of the icons I could pick are my little ODG symbol. So those actually fall into the cup when people become a member or super chat and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm going to try to get a custom design for each of the different coin things that drop in there as well. I just like the animation of it. But of course, the more stuff I add, the more it'll probably slow things down. Again, part of the reason I'm trying to put stuff into as many things as possible as the compact machines is to cut down on the amount of lag I have as I'm moving around the world specifically, because it takes a minute for everything to boot up. So we'll look at a couple compact machines I'm working on here in just a second. As soon as this gets flowing here, I will show This is the monstrosity that I am working on today. Well, as soon as it lets me move again. This thing right here. And now that I have fluid extraction cables that I can filter, that changed everything. So right now, it's just a lot of stuff running together. As soon as I can, like, the whole point of this is to make this calcium sulfate. I've been working on finding a way to automate that for several weeks now. I finally have it up and running, and I cannot remember why I needed calcium sulfate. Not for the life of me. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with that giant. I think it's for the reactor I was working on over there, the fusion reactor. Oh, cookies. Good call. I have not checked my cookies in a little bit. Let's see where they're at. I need to refill the cookies. Yeah, but I believe it is for fusion generator, so we're going to work on that as well. What is this? Oh, that's the ingot former. Oh, that's from the chocolate we were doing during the stream. That's right. We can clean that out of here real quick. Oops. Hole in the floor. Did I pick it up? Nope, it's still in there. All right, so let's fix my hole in the floor real quick. And but yes, I believe that's for my fusion reactor. And then once I'm done that, I got to make the other fusion reactor. That's another thing I got to work on. Yeah, we made a lot of chocolate, so I'm gonna throw that in there for now. And I don't need that. I'm gonna carry my bucket. I came out here for some chests. I'm gonna need some of those. And Mr. Brebby, what I was talking about here a second ago is for the way I do my farms inside is this right here. So each level is a different seed or a different type that I'm doing. Everything feeds into auto crafters, and then the stuff I don't need feeds into trash cans. Everything comes out through the top, wirelessly goes into a chest, and then feeds into my simple storage. So I have each of these is for the different essences. So inferium, prudentium, intermedium, supremium. Those are again same way. Each one of those, all of them are growing inferium. So inferium is the seed in all of them. Tier 5 inferium seeds. But the amount of compact machine or automatic crafters are what convert them into the different levels. So as those are popping out, I'm just getting. I think they're coming into this one. If it pops in here, you'll see I'm just getting some of every inferium. So each of the essences. So I have all of the essences going. So if I jump in here and I did need to want to build something. I see I've got 41,000 intermedium, 130,000 of there, 12,000. I'm on 2,000 supremium. Of course, I stopped farming inferium because it was slowing the system down. It was just filling up the chests fast. And 409 is enough. I can always turn it back on if I need it. But I like having all of the different essences in there because a lot of the other seeds require different level essences, so it just makes it easier to have plenty of them. And then what else have I got? Each of these are, like I said, 3 different farms. I think, what was I building over here? Well, that was the last one. I'm not finished with it yet. I don't have it feeding out. It's just sitting there. And then this one is my hogs. I'm working on automating all the different hogs in there. This is building compressed sugar cane. That's building compressed netherrack. And this is going to be everything eventually. If you didn't see this, I'll jump into it again because this is something we worked on during the charity stream on Saturday night into Sunday. Hopefully it doesn't bog me down. So this is where I'm starting doing compact machines inside compact machines. So eventually all those other compact machines you just saw are all going to go inside of this. And they're all going to feed into this one compact machine. Because inside of this compact machine is my simple storage. So all of my storage is stored inside one compact machine. And then I'm going to put obsidian all around it. So I have less chance of things blowing it up. Yes, compact section. So right now I have all of the different saplings I need feeding in. These are all just miscellaneous things because I got a lot of empty ones down here, but I started at the top. But those are all of the different things. I just throw a folder in wherever because organization is irrelevant. And then these chests up here are for things that don't stack. They will overflow into just different chests. And I'm probably, they're just overflowing into different chests. And then eventually I'll come in here, grab things that are stackable, make a folder, and throw them in somewhere. But it's not super important right now. I'm going to So the whole goal was to move everything inside of compact machines so that, again, there's less out here in the world messing with my lag or my gameplay. So that is all that. Now I got some plans. I always had difficulty getting the chest to transfer into the storage matrix. So you just need an extraction cable from chest to the master. Yes. So yes, all you need is an extraction cable. We'll connect that. You can use import or export, but if you use a storage link cable, excuse me, it allows you to input and output. That's the perk of that. So this cable will, if you put something into your inventory, so if I click on this and put it in there, again, you always want to have this at the lowest priority, because the lowest priority is actually means the most important priority. So the lower the number makes it a higher priority. So by having that -10, anything that I put into this will go into this back here first, because it's the priority. Now I am using import cables here because all of those different things you saw are wirelessly transmitting into these chests, and that's still bogging down. I'm going to have to work on that today. But with the import specifically, you can use speed and stack upgrades so they'll load into the system faster, but they don't export out. So those are very low priority because things won't go into them. But all the things like the smeltery, and up there I've got an automated obsidian, a whole mess of things. Like this here is where I throw in spent fuel, reprocess that, and then sends that into the inventory. So again, a lot of these processes, like automated obsidian, I'm going to move into its own compact machine, stick it inside the one where all the inventory is, so it feeds in it specifically. It's the import cables I had problems with. Yes, import cables can be tough. Highly recommend switching it to blacklist and then clicking I to basically import filter it, saying I want to blacklist anything that's in there, and then just click on them to clear it out, and then since nothing's blacklist, everything will fill in. If you put on whitelist, not everything will feed in, and if you click I, it'll only add things to this that are currently in the chest. It won't import anything else, so it starts to bog down. So blacklist I, and then click on anything that does show up in there to clear it out, and then anything that goes into that chest from that point will automatically load. Claire Vogel, hi Draven, how'd you get so many max compact machines? Do you have a way of automating the process, or did you get them from creative mode? No, I didn't automate them. I built them. I mean, I built them. I sat here one day for like an hour and just built until I had a whole bunch of them. If you really want to just do it easy, you can do one of the duplication glitches. If you're not sure what the duplication glitch is, I do have a channel for it on my video, or a video of it on my channel. But basically, all you have to do is take this, like I did it for this one point because I needed some seeds. If you put an item in an item transfer node, and you have it go to a filing cabinet with a folder in it, it will literally just infinitely start to fill that up with whatever that item is. It is cheat. It's a hack. I mean, I don't like to do it. The only time I've ever done it is like when I've got the system down. Like at this point, I have 400,000 Inferium. If for some reason I needed some extra Inferium, I'll just do that. But I don't like to do that with anything that's like buildable. But yes, if you really need to, that is a way to duplicate just about anything in the game. Just have it run to a filing cabinet, and then that isn't attached to anything, and then just take the file out, go put it in one of your filing cabinets in your actual symbol storage, and you'll have access to however many it duplicated. The longer you leave it in there, the more. But yeah, I just sat and built a bunch of them. That was before I even put that over here. I did that the other day just because I needed a bunch of tier 5 seeds. Yeah, just because I was doing all of my Inferium farming, and I had a bunch, and it would have built up over time. I was just in a hurry to get it done, so I wanted to have it done before the stream. But again, this is the monstrosity we are working on today. This beast. It takes so much stuff to get this process going. But right now, I need to automate making diorite. Yeah, diorite is the first thing that I'm making. So I need essence. James Jury, hello! Hey, member popped in. How's it going? Your name shows up in the top corner of my screen now, because you were one of the most 3 recent events that happened in my account, or in my channel. But hello to you, and I like that you used the little emoji. There's a new emoji, because I have 2 members now unlocked to let me do another one. So I think it's love, I want to say, is what it is. :love, and then it's a little Minecraft piggy head with a heart. I believe it was love. So I need nether quartz essence and stone essence. Got a bolt, but you have been helpful already. Thanks, James. Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Monday nights are going to be my regular stream night, and then I'm going to try to stream probably Thursdays a little bit, but Mondays will be my big one. So definitely swing by. There it is. Yeah, that was the other one that I had made. Shadowcast, who does all of my art stuff, made those for me. And I keep talking to this screen even though you're over there, because I have two monitors. But she did all my little emojis, and she did the little symbols that show up next to, you see James's name there. That's the little 20-sided dice with a 1 on it, because he joined up as the memberships. So that goes up, and then each month the dice changes. The first one's leather, because it's based on leather armor in Minecraft. Then it goes like iron, gold, I think it's then emerald, diamond, and then supremium is the last one, but that's like 24 at that point. Bye, Brebby. Swing back by. I like that I'm seeing so many regular people. Like, it's like a little community, and I like that. But for those of you that played any of the Jackbox stuff, I am going to be editing some of that and putting up like Jackbox with the community, Minecraft with the community. I'm going to break the 12-hour stream into just a couple 30 or 40-minute videos. I'm not going to do all of it. More of a highlights thing for people who don't want to sit and watch 12 hours, especially with all the downtime I had between games. So that will be boring. So I did, if you just jumped in, I did update my Minecraft game today, so I finally have the ability to whitelist and blacklist in Fluid. So those of you who are telling me to do that, 100% correct. So now I'm just finishing up the automation. It's pretty much ready to go. All I need to do is I need to automate diorite and one other. So that's what I'm working on right now, is I need a bunch of quartz seeds. Where are quartz seeds? Quartz seeds. Do I? Yes. Give me your quartz seeds. In the process of automating smelting. Yes. Smelting is handy. Hey, Randy. You're very welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's the automating and putting the tutorials together. Totally fun. And like I said, I'm trying to... This here is where I'm working on stuff that I'm going to make into other tutorials. So a lot of times you swing by, you'll see that working together, we came up with some cool ideas. Like I just posted Sunday morning, putting all of your storage inside. So that has been inside of a compact machine, which is awesome. Max Brown, Skycraft 3 playthrough has been immensely improved by your playthrough tutorials. Hopping on your live, just want to say thank you so much. You are very welcome, Max. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot, really. I'm glad they're helping people out. I was saying the other day, it's like when I first started playing, I got tired of looking through an hour-long playthrough to find the 5 minutes I needed. So I started making the short videos to help other folks. Corey Burton, hey, could you tell me how to get a darkwood sapling? I just can't find it. If I am correct, darkwood saplings should be able to be purchased here. No, it's dark oak. Is dark oak you're looking for, or dark wood? Let's see. Let's pull it up here. Dark oak sapling, dark wood sapling. So dark wood sapling, let me remember. Is that one you have to find in the Twilight Forest? Yeah, dark oak. Dark oak's not too bad. You can buy one right over there, or you can just put a coal sapling in water. So if you're looking for dark oak, that one's easy. Dark wood, if I'm correct, I think you have to find that in the Twilight Forest. There are trees, and I believe that they grow in the little hedge mazes. And if you mine those, it'll find. Dark wood. I didn't know about that one. Yeah, dark wood is a little bit harder. You'd love to play D&D with. I have been running D&D campaigns since I was 11, and I'm old. So that's, well, what? I'm 42. 31 years I've been running D&D campaigns. I have a D&D world that I have been running... that I created when I was in high school, that if I was to write it into novels, which I'd really like to do, I have probably 10 to 11 novels worth of story. I played with several different groups throughout the years, and each group I played with, the previous group was the historical figures the next story was built on. So it's one long cohesive story to me, because I was there for all of it. I have literally, next to me here, you can't see it, a shelf of binders with all the notes, the playthroughs, the games. I'd really like to put it out. I thought about doing just a D&D series where I come on like this and I just tell the story. A lot of times I have friends who are really into it and like the stories, and especially the ones that participate in it. And they a lot of times would have me come to their house and they would bring over people I don't know, and I would just sit there for 5 or 6 hours and tell the story. And we'd do that 3 or 4 weeks in a row for me to be able to do it all. But that's kind of how I've always run my game. But I like to run the game much more than I like to play as a PC. I like the world building side of it. I have, again, novels of cities with notable characters, to their inventories, to businesses. I've got maps that I've drawn out. I got stuff all over the computer. On my Pinterest page, I've gone and I found actors or celebrities that I like that would portray the characters. And I do that because when I say, hey, this is that character, and I'm explaining what they look like, it helps a lot when we're all thinking the same thing. Because I found early on, I'd be like, oh, and here's who I imagined. They're like, oh, I imagined somebody completely different. So if I'm like, hey, there's a Templar of one of the temples, and the guy I use for him is the dude who plays Gibbs in NCIS, Matt Harmon. Matt Harmon, yeah. So he's a character. You know, if you saw him, that's the type of noble type, Holy Templar bodyguard of one of the female elven temples, who is one of the main heroes in the third age of the stories, the primary age, if you would. Let's see here. Honestly, that kind of story time video sounds really chill. I'd watch that. I've wanted to do it for a while. That's originally why I started building a Twitch channel, was to just get enough people on to make it worthwhile to do that. But now that YouTube's going, I really would like to put it on here, because while I do video games, I like other games as well. I wouldn't mind doing some board game stuff. But definitely I want to do some D&D stuff. And I thought about putting a group together and just filming us play and putting it out in segments. Or even maybe eventually having like a group that we played via stream or via like Skype or something, and I could record that and play that. So I thought about doing some stuff like that. Video games doing over stream is hard because not everybody's honorable. I can't see their dice rolls. But the story time stuff I would really like to do. And again, I could put weeks worth of literally just sitting there. Like I could sit here for 4 or 5 hours and barely scratch the surface if I was to go into detail of it. Like real detail of the characters and the story and stuff. And I've got maps and everything I'd be holding up and things like that. And I'd record them so I could re-release them. Which, speaking of that, I discovered something interesting. The editing program that I use, I'm sorry, I'm not playing here. The editing program that I use is not compatible with the type of file that downloads from YouTube when I download my stream. So it works perfectly fine, but there's no sound. And that's annoying. So what I have to do is then replay the video in OBS and record it again into a format that does have sound in order for me to then edit it in my editing program to put it out as videos. Because I'd hoped to have a video out as early as today, but when I had gotten halfway through making my first one when I realized there was just no sound in it. So that was irritating. But I'm going to have, like I said, some highlights from the stream up. I'm going to work on those, I believe, Thursday. There's a chance I may have to take my wife to a doctor's appointment or a hair appointment. I'm not sure which one it is. Take her somewhere. She can't drive anymore, so I have to drive her. But time permitting, I do already have a Minecraft tutorial that is coming out Thursday for sure. But I'd like to try to put out one of the stream highlights as well. What kind of automation are we doing tonight? Oh, have you ever tried Tabletop Simulator? That would be a nice way to play tabletop games online with the ODG community. I can't tell you how that makes me happy that you call it the ODG community. Because that's what one of the things I want to build is like a community where, again, there's already people I'm seeing pop up that I recognize. What kind of automation are we doing? Hopefully chocolate again. No, not chocolate today. I'm going to do a video on how to automate chocolate because we figured that out the other day. It's not going to be hard to put together. Today we are finishing up that monstrosity. But right now I'm doing automating diorite, which is what I'm trying to put together here right now. So hopefully I brought some generators with me. If you want a player for a D&D game or any other community involved, I would love to assist you. But at some coming mid, I would love to just chat with you about all the things nerd and geek. Oh, thank you. Is there any way to switch your game into prestige after the world has been created? I don't believe so. I believe you can turn prestige off, but I don't think there's a way to turn it on. I've helped someone find how to turn it off once. Give me a second here. I was reading an article on that. Let's see. I was looking at it just earlier today, and let me see if I can find it again. But it may be in the command prompt. I know that you can't change something from like creative to survival. It was one of those things I tried to make a change of recently, and I couldn't. Yeah, everything that I came across was removing prestige. You can definitely do that, but I don't think you can put it on, because if you put it on, all the stuff you built is still there. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to build everything, then turn it on, and it'd be like a cheating thing. So I don't think they'll do that. I didn't know about prestige until after I got very far. Yes, I haven't done prestige. I started one, but then I lost the world on an update, so I had to. I'm just chatting and not building here. I apologize. I was working on it, and then I lost the world, and then I was like, well, I'm going to start over again, and forgot to turn it on, and it was perfectly fine that way. I wasn't too worried about it anyways, but I may eventually start a prestige run-through and do that as a video or a stream series. Like every Thursday, log on and for 2 hours from start to finish, try to go through prestige and see how that would work and how I can make everything go. So I don't think I brought a trash can with me. Oh, good, I did. Good. And there's a trash can. Boop. And then I need, what else do I need? I'm going to need some wood. I'm going to need energy extraction cables, did I not bring, oh, there they are. Item extraction cables. Okay. So item extraction cables. I don't see after combat. Yes. But yes, D&D stuff has been a love of mine for a very long time. I would really like to do like I said, just the story time series I was talking about a moment ago. If people are, interested in watching it, if that's something that wouldn't bore the hell out of people, then I would definitely be interested in doing that, just so that people could kind of hear the story. I always wanted to write it into books, but I realized after I tried starting that I'm not sure I'm a writer. I'm more of a storyteller. I'm very comfortable talking with people, being on stage and people I don't know, and I can tell the story really well where people enjoy it. But when I try to put it on paper, it doesn't come out quite the same way, because I can't do a lot of that fluff. That, as the wind blew across the golden meadows, the sheepdog looked into the eyes. I just can't do that. I don't have that. I can describe it, but filling pages with it, that's the part of the book I don't like to read sometimes. So story-wise is better. When I'm writing it, that's different, because for me, I'm writing it in bullets and short forms. Here's notes that I have to remember, bullet points for the story, but I get to kind of make it up as I'm going. So my kid plays D&D once a week, legit group, LA area. Nice. Yeah, I ran groups for years. I've taken a bit of a hiatus the last couple years, but I'm thinking about maybe firing back up another one. I got a lot of friends who I play 2nd edition. That's the first thing I guess I should throw out there. Historically, I started with 2nd edition because, again, I am old. But 2nd edition is all I've played. And most of the people that I talk to now have moved to the later versions or are younger than me and started in the later versions, have never played 2nd. Play-wise, I prefer 2nd, but I've considered maybe trying to learn some of the newer 5th stuff, because I hear it's not as bad as 3 and 3.5, which I tried and was horrible. But 5th may be better, so it might be something where I could jump into it and give it a shot, maybe, in theory. No promises. Wrong thing. But I'm not sure if I was to start playing today, it would be in 5th. Or I'm sorry, in 2nd, because that's what I know. Is Sky Factory 4 your favorite? Currently, yes. I mean, Sky Factory 3 was awesome, and I really enjoyed Sky Factory 3. Did I bring any mulch? Didn't bring any mulch. Okay. Sky Factory 3 was awesome, and I miss some of the things from Sky Factory 3. I like the chickens. I like the chickens way better than the hogs. But again, I like the saplings in 4 drastically better than I liked the sifting and stuff you had to do. I didn't like the sifting at all. As soon as I could get that automated, that was one of the first videos I made for Sky Factory 3 was automating that, because I just had to find a way around that. But Sky Factory 4, pretty much what I play now, for the meantime. But chickens was awesome. I love the chicken stuff. And I miss the animal net, although I did find out, I think someone's already talked about it in the chat, but yes, you can use the Pokeball that's in here. I don't remember what it's called. No, but there's a Pokeball that you can capture animals and use to take them places. So if you use the Pokeball to grab, say, a pig or an animal, you could then take it into a compact machine. And that's something that a lot of people have been figuring out. How I made all these pigs, how do I take them in there? So that's something I'm going to do with some of the pigs I've already made now that I figured that out. I just have to remember calling. We found it the other day. I don't remember what it was called. But as we were going through, it was like a black Pokeball looking thing. And just doing some research on it yesterday, I found that, yes, you can use that to catch an animal and take it somewhere else. And I'm not going through all 56 pages. It's in there somewhere. I will find it once we get done these other things. What did I come here for? Mulch. That's right. Mulch. And I know I'm bouncing in and out a lot, so I'm capture ball. That's what it is. The capture ball. Yes, you can catch animals and then take them in. Now, again, for speed and expediency, if you haven't already made the animals, you can just throw a grass block down inside your compact machine, throw down the seeds of the animal you want, and grow them right inside. That's what I was doing for my pigs, because most of them I hadn't made yet, so it wasn't important. Oh crap! It wasn't a big deal. You know, if I don't have them already, I can just grow them in here instead of growing them out there, then having to transfer them in. But definitely, once you get to the point that if you already have the animals, or you want to bring an animal in that maybe you just can't find the seeds, or mob, something like that, then that is definitely something that you could do. I'm still also working on another thing I need to look at is we built that monster spawner, but I still haven't figured out whether or not I can make it work inside of a compact machine. Because again, if I can get that monster spawner to work, then building a mob farm in a compact machine is definitely something we're going to do. I have it on me. And I've got the advancement for minning and maxing the time on it the other day, but I have not yet found it to actually drop anything in here. Kids play games. I love your vids. They are super helpful when I'm stuck. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Glad I can help out whenever I can. Definitely enjoy that. Oh, I missed one here. What was that? I want Draconic. Yes, Draconic was fun. I do miss that. Definitely watch any D&D content you make. Second is amazing, but fifth does lay a good foundation for some fun homebrew content. Yes, and the vast majority of my game is homebrew at this point. So I've been doing second edition so long that, because again, I keep saying this, I'm old. But I've been doing it so long that I've really styled it into a way that I like. I've got a lot of different, if you will, mini stats, non-weapon proficiencies, things like that I've designed myself, that I've worked into the game, that I just haven't really, I don't think they'd transfer over to 5th as well, or at least not without some work. And again, I'm really lazy, so, well, obviously not super lazy, but, oh, I know, sprinklers, that's what I need. Do I have any sprinklers? I forgot my sprinklers, too. Man, I'm failing today. I apologize. I keep running in and out. All right, so ground 1, first level is going to be, we're going to do the, let me see, I need stone seeds, and I need quartz seeds. So we're going to do quartz at the bottom. I don't know why the compact machine walls won't turn. Oh, like on the outside? Well, they don't really need to, per se. Just to say, if you're not sure why they went, like, I'll give you an example. So if you want it to face a different direction, just change your tunnel. You know, if you throw it, like right here, if I throw this tunnel up, I can have it coming out down, up, north, south, east, west. I can make the things come out whatever side of the block it is. So if you have it in there and you want it to come out another side, you can just go in and change your tunnel and it'll come out the side you want it to. So say west is one direction, because they don't turn because it's literally facing a direction, a geographical direction. So if you flip the tunnel, then that you don't have to. I don't know if this is how, but I have a suggestion for a more space-efficient way to generate power inside a compact machine. Sure. I mean, I'm always up for it. That I like because it's super easy. And like I said, I can just run one of those in the bottom and run it throughout here. And I've never had that not power everything. I've been getting away with a 2-block system of a culinary generator here with a donut bonsai directly on top. That would also work. That would definitely work. What do I think? Culinary is definitely... I used culinary... my very first farm, because again, everything I was growing there, for me, it was beetroots. I just didn't need beetroots for anything, so I just fueled it with beetroots out of my field, directly fed into that, and everything else fed into my inventory. What was I doing? I needed an auto crafter, and I know I got some. There we are. Auto crafter, and that is going to be for that, and then I need some. Oh, that's energy extraction. Item extraction cables. There, buffer chest, tunnel. I like everything going up. If you feed donuts into the generator, then it'll only take the donuts from the tree, and you don't even need a trash can. Very true. Very true. because it'll only accept edible items. Just like originally when I first started using filing cabinets, I put a file for wood and sticks in every cabinet. You don't have to. If you just put the stuff you want, it'll gather it, and the other stuff just goes off into the void. I've never had one clog, if you will. All right, so that's that. That's that. I need an item extraction cable here. I need an item extraction cable here. I need another trash can. There it is. And pull that out. Trash can there. No, not there. Here. Listen to me. All right. Yeah, I did a bunch of tweaks to my website today, which I was pretty excited with. I managed, I think you probably hear that I created a channel video commercial so when you first go to my YouTube channel and you've never been there before, a little video plays. It's like 45 seconds, which is kind of just a little intro talking about the channel. And I was really kind of happy with some really simple mechanics I built in Minecraft for it. And so now that's on my website as well. So when you first go to the website, that's the first thing that pops up. And that's good, that's good, that's good. So one thing I forgot was sprinklers. So let's go grab those. And then we'll work on layer 2. And where's my drink? I need my drink. All right. Sprinklers. Sorry I didn't word correctly. I meant I got recipe in the box, but I don't know what to put in the wall to get it made. Oh, okay. If you're trying to make a maximum size compact machine, it is 5 by 5 by 5, and in the center you need to have an emerald block floating in the middle. So hypothetically, if you go to compact machines, you find the one that you want. Let's say you want to do a maximum size. It tells you that it needs 98 of these. That's the central thing. So, say, kidding, plus doesn't obviously help you. I have a bunch. Like I said, I spent 2 hours just building them. But if you do, it's basically an outer shell, and then the inside's completely hollow with just a block of emerald floating in the middle. And then for the one smaller than that is the same process, but with a diamond block, so on and so forth, gold block. So it just needs to be floating in the middle of it. And then the item in the bottom is always a little ender pearl, and you just chuck that into the thing and it pops into what you need. But yeah, if you're going to do it, just maximum. Me personally, it takes a couple extra seconds to build it, but it's so much easier. And you can't make maximum inside a compact machine. No, I do not believe so. I just don't think there's enough room in there for it to build based on the size that you need. Oh, I was here for sprinklers. Sprinklers. 6,000 sprinklers. I have a lot of sprinklers. And where was I? Here. Oh, you are very welcome, King. I was happy to help out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the emerald ones are pretty nice. Boop. And let's see, 1717 max is 13 by 13. Are you able to put compact machines in compact machines? You definitely can. In fact, I just posted a tutorial on that on Sunday. How to use compact machines within compact machines. The deepest I've gone is 10 deep. And I haven't run into any problems with any of them yet. In fact, I posted 2 videos Sunday. One is how to use compact machines in compact machines, and then another one is how to put simple storage completely within a compact machine. So you don't have to have it out taking up all that space in your world. We actually, on the big charity stream I did Saturday night, we actually did that in my world. And I've got that all put together. But yes, simple machines and simple machines are awesome. Yes, I posted that video Sunday. Said I've gone 10 deep. So I've had 10, and I haven't had any problem bouncing in between them. I don't know if there's a limit to it. I just stopped at 10. But it's feasible that you could go much, much, much further. See, I don't need that, don't need more sprinklers. I think I'm done with the chests. I'm going to need... Did I already do my tunnel? Yes, I did my tunnel. So I don't need that right now. I need seeds. Seeds. Oh, I forgot that doesn't count as a hoe. I don't know if I have a hoe with me. I keep forgetting things. Keep jumping back out. But yes, for those who... if Gavin finds out about the compactception, he would have so many rooms of truth. That is very true. So for you just asked a moment ago, can you put compact machines in compact machines? Yes. So right off the bat, this is the one that I have here. You go into this one. As you can see, there's just another one. And I go inside that one. And that's my simple storage. All built inside of the second one deep. Now my goal is, in this room here, is going to be filled with maximum size compact machines. They're going to have all of my automated processes feeding into that one, so they all go directly into my inventory. That's kind of an end game thing that I'm working on. So, for example, over here, as you see, I have different essence farms built. Each level inside that compact machine is a different farm. All of those feed into auto crafters, which make the end product, and then feed out into this, which transfer automatically over into one of these boxes into my machine. So if I put all of those inside of the compact machine, then it's going to all flow inside of it. And then when I click on my inventory out here, I'll have access to everything that's being done, and none of that out here is going to be lagging my game. And before we continue, I'm almost out of cookies. Give me a second. I have to put more cookies in. Cookies. All right, let's get rid of that real quick. I'm not going to need the gadget. Not going to need that. That I'm going to need. I need cookies. I am making like a million cookies right now, so. And this is another example of where I said I could be a cheese and just go ahead and, do the duplication glitch to make all the cookies that I need. But like I said, I try not to do that unless it's just a monotonous thing. Get your golden hoe so you can till the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got, I want to say, a diamond one in my inventory. I may have a supremium one. I can't remember if I made a supremium one or not. But I know I've got a diamond one. And let's see. That should be enough for now. And there we go. So I just do this because I throw them on the ground underneath of me, so they overflow. So it's just easier to load them all in there. So standing on top of them just feed right into my inventory. All right. So those cookies are good. And real quick, grab some more gold. That's working there. Real quick, I'm going to take a second just to power up my Android abilities. While I'm doing that, I will treat myself to a candy bar, because I still have plenty of Halloween candy. And I'm going to eat for an Oreo bar. And what do we call that, kids? A little chocolate butt. Because that's my favorite. The duplicate glitch is cheating. I mean, hands down it is. I've only done it a few times. Like I said, when I've already got a bunch of the stuff, I've got it automated, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have everything I need in 20 minutes, but I want to do it now. I'll just quickly duplicate and do it, because I'm going to have it anyways. Try to stay away from it. Yes, chocolate butts, my favorite candy bar. The little ones, little chocolate butts. All right, full power. We got our cookies filled. Now, where's my hoe at? I always double check to make sure I have this with me so I don't get stuck in there. I don't remember how much time you get for a single cookie singularity. It might be worth it to automate. And it could. Like I said, I'm just making it to get the advancement. You have to have the cookie jar with 8 stacks of 64. So, right now I'm just making the cookies. Once I have the cookies, it'll be super easy to just fix it where I can just throw them in real quick. It doesn't take long to load them in there. So that'll be easy. What I'll do is probably just get a couple of the compact chests that are really big, chain them, and just fill them all up and let it feed in themselves. Make it easier. All right, what was I doing? My hoe. There we go. How much storage do you have for simple storage? Me, personally, right now, I want to say I'm running on... In there, I had about, I want to say it was 140 filing cabinets, but half of them are empty. The filing cabinets are great, but you could also just fill the room with compact chests if you want. As long as you're not doing any serious farming where you're going to have a lot of a single item, that'll work. And you also want to have some of those, because then anything that doesn't stack will feed into that. But for things you're going to have a lot of, like your bonsais and such, or like essences that you're farming a lot of, your ingots, I recommend the filing cabinet just because of how much it'll hold. But really, you could just put 15, 20 in there and add them as you need them. I just went and built and hooked them all up once to get it over with. Filing cabinets can be tedious at first, but like I said, when you first get going, it's because you're creating all of the new stuff. But as you get later in the game, everything's in there already. Most of the stuff you're making, you just don't need to make new ones of, so you're pretty good to go. And like I said, early on, I had everything fed into chests, and then all I had to do was take a stack of everything out of that chest and make a bunch of folders all at one time. And I just went and filled up a whole bunch of filing cabinets all at once to get that done. Oh, look at me hopping like a fool. All right, well, where'd my seeds go? Seeds. Boop. All right. It'll help if I put them in my hand. I'm not sure I have enough. In fact, I know I don't. Each level takes, at this of my design takes 99 seeds, but that's okay. I just need to get started. Once I have it started, I need stone seeds as well, and I think I may do half of this stone seeds, half of this quartz, and then have them feed into diorite. And then once I have the diorite that I need, I'll be good to go. So there's quartz. Oops. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I need more stone than quartz. So let me redo that. All right, so my quartz is started. That's good. That's good. Doesn't have power yet. Why not? Oh, I know why. I know why. That's right. I gotta go make some seeds anyways. What's better, ME or filing? I agree with Soul. They both have it's easier to get into simple storage early on. And then if you do a lot of them, like I do, it is really tedious to load it all into ME. I prefer simple storage myself. ME has some cool automation stuff that you can do, but it is harder. I agree, exactly. It's better for auto crafting, but it's rare that I need to auto craft anything specific. Most of the stuff that I auto craft is, like I said, in here. It's essences that are auto crafting. All I need is one auto crafter in there. It does the same thing, and it all feeds into where I need. So I prefer to run it that way into a simple storage. I'll probably do more with ME storages here in the near future, just so I can, come up with new stuff to put tutorials out on. But I prefer this one, simple storage. Stone seeds, tier 1. That should be easy to make. Whoop, 64. That should work. And what am I looking for? Oh yeah, the box. It's out here. Stone seeds. Let's see. I did a factory that had both, and it was pretty cool. Yes. Yeah, like I said, it's really cool. I like the old inventory system from Sky Factory 3. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. The computer system, whatever it was. I don't remember now. But I liked it. That was another early tutorial I did in Sky Factory 3 before 4 came out. But yeah, I like it a lot. Oh yeah, I should. That reminds me, I should break this for a minute, so I'm not feeding everything into a trash can until I have time to filter it. Tried to summon Herobrine. There we go. There we go. All right. But yeah, back to the D&D thing. I might look into doing a story time D&D thing, even if I did it once a month and jumped on and streamed it for 2 or 3 hours and just told parts of the story. I'd record it and put it up on the channel for sure for people who missed it, because I'd hate to start the story and then people who want to see it can't see it. I forgot something again. Darn it. Do more sprinklers make a difference? Yes, they do stack to a point. I just fill the whole rows because I don't want to sit and calculate it stacks up to this many blocks and this many blocks. But yes, they do stack, and we were talking earlier, they either stack with growth crystals or growth blocks. It's one or the other, but I don't remember which one it actually stacks with. In those farms, they don't need it. The sprinklers grow them fast enough that I'm fine with it. Let me see. If you could add a new thing that singularities can do, what would it could be? Be more useful. And I hate to say, at this point, I haven't used them much for anything. I just haven't needed them for much. And that's the same thing I find with hogs. Some of the stuff in the mods are really, really cool, but they become redundant. I have mystical farming. That's going to make me 99% of the stuff I'm going to need that hogs will give me. There's maybe 3 or 4 hogs that don't exist in seeds. So I could just throw those couple down and I'm good to go. Or I could make them other ways with melters and such. You are very welcome, ID 10T. Nice. ID 10T. I'm going to go 10T, even though it could be ID 110. 1OT. I like your name. Why'd I come out again? I'm chatting so much I keep forgetting things. Oh, I remember one thing I needed. I needed a stack of these because I'm tired of waiting for one to make. And What is that? Wood essence. Oh yeah, wood essence. So that man, it's gonna feed into the auto crafter. Stone's gonna go in there. What did I come out here for? Oh, I remember. I need a stack of these. Okay, that's what I need. I still haven't finished getting that advancement, but I'm waiting for gold. Wally killed me one time. There we go. Okay, so now that's going to speed that up. That's going to fix my energy problem. Back and forth between this and Stone Block 2, another good pack similar to this. Yes, I'm going to move into some other mods eventually. So I think the big two I'm looking at eventually going into is going to be Galacticraft. Seems pretty fun. I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in that. And then the RL Minecraft, I think I'm going to jump on as well, just because it seems rather popular right now. I haven't jumped in it yet. What little I've seen seems challenging. What do singularities do anyways? At this point, not much, other than making the ultimate singularity. I mean, I made one of each one just to do that, but I've yet to really do much. It's just for advancements. They don't really do much other than that. And they can make into some interesting items, but I've yet to find things to do with the items that they make. So it's just not super important. See, this fertilized essence always clogs up my system. So that is why I put a trash can here, because I have 30,000 of it and I just don't need it, and that will get rid of those. Does the ultimate one do anything? Again, it helps you make a specific type of ingot, but I have yet to find a specific thing that I need that ingot for. So that's about it at this point. It's not really that useful. I'm looking for diorite. There we go. Diorite is 1 quartz and 3 stone. So there's a quartz, stone, 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 and I just realized that I didn't run power to this. Okay. Come here. Boop, boop. Oh, missed one. There we go. Now that, well, that's making diorite quicker than I thought it would. I'm okay with that. Hopefully there's not going to be a clog. I'm hoping that the ratio I have to seeds in there are going to be okay. Okay, so let's see here. I need an item extraction cable so I can start feeding this stuff out. And that is not the right extraction cable. I'm a fool. Food singularies can be useful. Food's not bad. Hello, you beautiful man. Thank you so much for helping me on Sky Factory 3 to make a mob farm. You are very welcome, Obi-Wan. Help me, Obi-Wan. Yes, I appreciate that. I'm glad that I could be of help. It's definitely, again, why I started doing this. I know I've said it a lot, but I got to the point where I got tired of looking at a million hour-long videos to find the 5 minutes I needed, so I tried to make it smaller. I'm having a problem where I'm having files for items, but they still go into my chest instead of the filing cabinet. Yes, I do. I will show you right now. It's all about setting your priority. So, as soon as it lets me out of here, I will show you. So, when you go into the cables that you're using to feed your items, we'll go into here. If you're using storage link cables and you right-click on it, you can change your priority. The lower the number, the higher the priority. So if you make this -10 and all your other ones -8 or leave it at 0, things will always feed into this first. So whatever's running to your filing cabinets, you want to have the lowest number, because that way everything will always go into a filing cabinet if a cabinet exists. If you have filing cabinets and a chest, but the chest is higher, it's always going to go into that chest first. So priorities are what makes all the difference there. And if you use, there's a lot of options. Even it also works on the import and export cables. It's just a matter of making the lower the number means that's where the stuff's going to go first. The higher the number means that's where it's going to go last. So dropping your number on the cable that goes to your filing cabinets will always make your stuff go in there first. So that is a very, very common question, and it's definitely a thing. All right, so where was I? Oh, yes, I need to break this, because now I need to set it up somewhere. This is making diorite. It's making diorite. So I need it over here, because it's actually not going to be feeding into my inventory in this situation. I need it feeding into a machine. And it needs to feed into, let's see, diorite is going to be feeding into this crusher. Yes, okay. So I'm going to set it here. Well, I'm going to set it here. Ah! A little bit of lag threw me off there. Get back up here. Okay. So I'm going to set it here eventually. There we go. And I'm going to have it. I need item cables again. Item cable. Ooh, too many. Break that one. Ah, diright's going to go everywhere. Okay. And then, actually, I'll just go ahead and put that in there so it doesn't get blasted. All right. And then I needed some regular item cables. So make sure. Do you have tutorials for auto ingot farms? Technically, yes. But I can quickly give you an idea of how that works. Actually, let me get the diorite flowing real quick, and then I will do that. Give me 1 second. I actually have mine set up, so I can show it to you pretty easily. I do have it for. I have one for auto farming. Yes, it's set up. If you look at the one that says automating mystical agriculture, that will show you how to take mystical seeds and automate those into. But just as a quick overview to save you a second here, as soon as I get this on, I will show it to you. And that, there we go. That's going to auto feed diorite. Diorite's going to go the right direction. My crushed fluorite is blacklisted, so everything except fluorite is going into my inventory, and then the fluorite is the whole reason I did this, is feeding into this bad boy so it can work. I need a better infinite water source. I'm going to have to break my black hole for a minute and let that go. Okay. I need a better water source. Give me this one. Where'd it go? Okay. And you got your doors ingot farm. Okay, that's the same one. Yep. All right, so that water source is just not fast enough to keep up. So I need a compact water source. That should make a difference. Well, water's full. Why am I not getting fluoro? Did I? Oh, I know what I did. I put the wrong cable there. My bad. That is not an extraction cable. I need an item extraction cable. There we go. So actually, the water block I had on there was probably fine. I'll fix that later. So here we go. Ingot farming. I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview as soon as the lag starts. So in these blocks right here, I'm farming specific ingots. So each level is a different type of seed. The seed is gathered by a harvester, which feeds into a chest. Feeding up through that chest into a trash can is that pink essence stuff that builds up and ends up being used as fertilized essence. The rest, and so that's whitelisted. That is also blacklisted going into an auto crafter, which makes it into the ingot that I need. And then that feeds down outside of a tunnel. Hey, Shadowcast, how is it going? Shadowcast is the one who does all my art. She's the one that made the cool little emojis for the people who join my memberships. So they're cool. In case you haven't seen those, give me 1 second here, because I'm going to post them. Because they are very cool. My game's going to lag for a second, so I apologize. I have it set in full screen mode, so it is messing things up for me. I need to fix that. But like I said, for those of you who just jumped in, I was about to start streaming today, and the power flickered, and everything went off, and I was rushing to get everything back up, and it's bogged the system down. I had to tweak some settings. Let's see if I can get my chat to work here. OMG. See if that works now. I've got a little bit of lag here, so hopefully it works. But Shadow designed my ODG symbol, which you see on my channel everywhere, and the intro to my scene stuff. She does all my... Okay, I did that. I typed that wrong. Ignore that. OMG. So I'll give you an example of one of these if the lag will stop. I know what I need to do. I need to fix this. Come here. Give me the game back. I'm having to minimize the game to tab off, so I need to fix that, and I'm not sure it's going to post here because it's lagging when I try to go back and forth. I did have it in not full screen mode, so as soon as it lets me boot up, I'll fix that. But it's going well, actually. We're doing a bunch of tutorials today. Well, we're showing how to do stuff while I'm trying to get something automated that I've been working on for a while. There we go. Okay, so I'm back out here now, right? Yes. As soon as it lets me move. Lets me move. All right. Everything may look funky here in just a moment. So if it does, I apologize, but I will get it fixed as quickly as possible. Where is it? Video settings. This should help a little bit, in theory. If you're chatting with me, everything's lagging out a little bit. It'll take a minute for me to catch up with you. I apologize. full screen off. Come on, go back. All right, the game will be back in a moment, I promise. I'm just switching it from full screen. Hey, James, thank you very much. So that's one of the, these are the ones that you get if you become a member. You get these cool little emojis, and you get the little symbol next to your name, which is a little 20-sided dice, because again, we talked a bunch of D&D stuff, and with a little number in it based on how many months you're there. And we went kind of Minecraft. Shadow came up with the idea where the first one is like leather, then it's like iron, then it's like gold, then emerald, then diamond, and then like supremium is kind of the way we set that up. The game will be back in just a minute, I promise. It's switching from full screen, and that's messing things up. There we go. That's going to help. All right, let me go down here. Let's click on this. Almost. It's slowly starting to let me load here. My computer, not super good computer, so bear with me a moment, and we will get this fixed. All right, let's move that up here. There we go. That should be much better. Now I can scroll off and type without having to tab out of the game, which means it's less likely to lock up on me. So, much better. There we go. Still get lag, because lag sucks. Modis was cool. They helped me so much to play Sky Factory. Oh, well, again, I'm glad to hear that they helped. I was happy to do so. It's a lot of fun to make the tutorials. It gave me something else to do in the game. So instead of just playing the game, I'm now always looking for new ways to do things so that I can share that with other people. That's kind of became my whole goal at this point. It's like, okay, it's not just about playing the game or getting to a certain point. It's about figuring out what I can do to help others. What other new stuff can I come up with? So it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing. All right, so we just did this, right? Yes, there we go. So our diorite is now handling that. Oh, got a little bit of lag again. Leg spikes are rough today. Give me a second. I'm going to grab a drink real quick while that leg is going on. This will work. All right. Oh, not responding. It's going to take a minute for it to catch up. I've made too many changes in a shorter period of time. Normally, I set my computer up, get everything running, and then I just let it sit there for 20 or 30 minutes, let everything load up and catch up to where it needs to be. But since my power flickered and everything died right before I started, I didn't have time to do that. So everything was all booting up at once, and I ended up starting late and such. Yeah, the compact machines definitely help. I normally don't have this type of problem when I'm playing, just sitting and playing. It's the fact that I've got an OBS up, I've got YouTube streaming up, I've got the chat up, I've got 4 or 5 different programs running on the other monitor. So combining that is part of the thing that slows down. Hey, King, thank you very much for subscribing if you're watching. I appreciate that. Technically, if my computer wasn't lagging, I don't even know if you're seeing this right now, to be honest. My whole computer's frozen, so if you are seeing or at least hearing this, I apologize. I'll get it up and running as soon as I can again. So, all right. Yeah, my computer is laggy. Just again, it's not as bad when I'm just playing. It's the streaming part that kind of drains on it a little bit. And it may not have helped that I've added all these new little widgets to the screen now as well on the stream. So you got the count of how many people are watching, most recent events. So in the top corner, anytime somebody becomes a member, joins the membership, or buys a super chat or things like that, those pop up there, and then little things fall down into the glass if that happens, I guess. Everybody told me I should do that. So I've put that stuff all together today. Actually, somebody emailed me on my website sometime during the stream asking if there was a way to make a donation, not to this charity, but to me. And I was like, well, right now I'd rather you do it to the charity, but there probably is. Let me figure it out. So I figured out how to put a donation button on my YouTube channel and on my website. But again, all good, bro. You got best tutorials and helpful. Hey, thank you very much, King. I appreciate that. I try to make stuff that's useful, stuff that's helpful. Now, right now on the stream, you are seeing the game. I am seeing a white square. The Minecraft is literally white screened on me again. Now, that being said, I believe that I have figured out how to reduce the delay. So when we're doing games like Jackbox in the future, like we did during the charity stream the other day, there's not going to be that long delay anymore. We're going to be able to play a lot more accurately. So I was looking through that today too. Again, I didn't have time to set that all up because with everything crashing on me last second before I was going to start streaming. But it's definitely something I'm going to have fixed up because I want to do stuff like that regularly. Play different games with the community. So I've owned the first 5 Jackbox. I haven't got the 6th one yet, but I'll probably pick it up here in the next month or so. But I'd like to do some of the other games in it, like the Monster Movie Party or Monster Trivia Party is probably our favorite one. So I definitely want to do that. Well, I'm glad to see that it's working okay and you guys can see me. Because right now, where you're at in the stream was where I was a couple minutes ago. Or a minute or so ago. There's definitely some lag here. And I think that my Minecraft is going to crash. I may have to kill Minecraft. And if I do, it'll take way too long to load it back up again tonight by the time we're on here, unfortunately. That was fun. It was fun. I really enjoyed the Jackbox stuff. Like I said, the lag was a bit of an irritant, but I've figured out the settings in YouTube streaming to fix that. I just have to, it seems I have to do that individually in every stream. And since I was trying to boot everything up at once, and it was getting all laggy trying to pull up all the different websites. Yeah, murder Minecraft. Yes, I do eventually. One of my goals is I would like to have a server where I can build Let's Plays. Just like you'd see in, Rooster Teeth or online and stuff like that, Achievement Hunter. I'd like to have Let's Plays. So I've got ideas for several that I've built in the past that I built but then never really had a way to play them. So I'd like to build those, have a server, and then invite different members from the community to come in and play them. Maybe stream that, have like a stream night, where I don't play, I just kind of run it. A couple of the ones I thought of would work really, really well. So I definitely want to jump on that. I built a maze one time that was very cool. It was a survival maze, and the top of it was glass, so I could be flying over top and just look down and see everything. But people inside could only see the maze, and there were like different rooms in the maze, and inside was a puzzle, and if you figure out the puzzle, it gave you an item, and you had to get all the items to get out of the final door. So I'd like to put something like that together where I can invite different people in, and I believe, if I'm correct, with the server, you can change the password, so I can make it different every time. Stuff like that. A museum for my work, very much like that. I like to put together. I could build it in Skyfire. I can build it in the regular world. It's all fine. But I'd like to build all that stuff up, and then people could come in and we could play it and do it with the community. Something like that might be one of the things that I make a perk for a membership, where if you have a membership, you've got a higher chance of getting in, kind of thing. You play Factorio. Oh, it's going to be cool if I can do that. Like I said, it's once I get to the point where I can afford that. It'll probably be sometime in next year at the early part of the year, with Christmas coming up and stuff. There's not a lot, and I'd like to do some upgrades for the stream now that I'm streaming again. I definitely need a better webcam. Actually, that's probably going to help. I forgot I had that light on. I think we determined on the stream it's better when that light is off, so I forgot. But yes, I definitely want to get a better webcam, maybe a better microphone. Eventually, I'd like to upgrade the computer, but said financially those are going to take a little while. So maybe I'll run a marathon and a charity stream for me one day and do that. But I do want to run some like special event streams, like maybe do like a Christmas one, not on Christmas because everybody's busy, but maybe somewhere around like the Monday before Christmas or the Monday after Christmas, do like a 6-hour Christmas themed stream kind of thing and play some different games with everybody, maybe come up with some Christmas games to do. Minecraft is completely lagged out for me. I apologize. That's why it's been sitting on that same screen for the last couple minutes and I haven't moved and I've just been chatting. So, intriguing. For For those of you who were here a little bit earlier and I was talking about D&D, I'm going to take a minute to just give you an idea. But like I said, I was talking about doing a Let's video thing, working on someone with possibly one day doing it as a webcomic, because I think a webcomic would lean better than me writing into a novel, but also doing it as a story time series on YouTube. I think that would be kind of fun, where I could just get on here and chat for a couple hours and tell some of the story. I sat and with Shadowcast one day, and I think for like 3 hours, and I barely touched into the story, and I skipped over all the big stuff. It was just a basic abridged, here's this. Like, I have so much more time. So I'm trying to figure out how to get to ME storage and setting it up. And with that, figuring out an effective way to get boron and all the metals for the fission reactor. The easiest way, again, is going to be mystical farming, or mystical agriculture. You can get boron essence. Once you get a couple boron, because you can go to the Twilight Forest and mine you a few. Once you've got a few of those set up, you can just make some seeds. Like, make one seed, and it will provide you a sum. Use that to make more seeds. Just keep making seeds. Set up, the game unliked. Set up some auto farm of that. The game finally caught up. Well, I guess I don't have to shut it off after all. But yeah, mystical farming will provide you with just about everything that you're going to need when it comes to the ores. Like, my fission reactor is here. I have a tutorial showing how to build a fission reactor and how to build the big fission reactor. This is the size you need for the advancement to unlock it. And then I'm working on a fusion reactor. That's actually what I'm working on right now. There's a creeper in there. Oh, fix that later. I'm automating Supremium armor or glitch. I like Supremium armor. Just because I like the different charms and such you can put on it. Both give creative flight. I want to say glitch may be 1 or 2 higher in armor. But again, if you go to anything like Android, it won't matter. Nothing hurts me regardless of the armor I'm wearing at this point. Both of them can be repaired in the... where am I? Oh, here I am. Everything can be repaired in a diamond anvil, or a powered anvil. So you can just throw your armor in there and it'll recharge it either way. I like Supremium armor, because again, I find it easy to do. Again, once you get your mystical farming running, that helps. Oh, it's raining in game. That's another thing that's lagging it out. I do miss, that's something I liked about 3 was the rain stick that you could put to stop it from raining. I really wish there was something in 4 that you could use to stop that. Okay, so diorite is completely set up now. So again, diorite is being made by this. So I have a farm that is making my diorite, feeding it into here. That is giving me the crushed fluorite that I need. That is full. Why is that full? Calcium sulfate. What is missing? Calcium sulfate. It's got enough. Hydrofluoric acid. What? How did acid get in there? Hydrofluoric acid got in there. Dang it. Let me see. Built in a desert. That'll stop raining. Yeah, that would help. Definitely. Hydrofluoric acid. That's irritating. All right. We got to fix that. I don't need those essence right now. Hydrofluoric. Dang it. Where's hydrofluoric? That's sulfuric acid. Hydrofluoric acid should not have gone in there. I could have sworn I had it blacklisted. Calcium sulfate is blacklisted. Calcium sulfate is what should be whitelisted. Somehow I've whitelisted it. Oh, that's the problem. I must have clicked on it somehow. Oh, that sucks. Okay. This is going to be irritating. I need some evil juice. Where is evil juice? Let's see. All right, give me a second here. I'm having to fix a mistake that I made. So let me break that. And that should give me... Oh, well, I could have just done it this way now that I think about it. Gimme. All right. So I need that. That's irritating, but calcium sulfate is whitelisted. So I need to get that empty. So to do that, I'm going to need to clean out the buckets. This isn't irritating. You can smelt it, but forgot what you need though. Oh, for boron? Yes. Boron you can most stuff can be mixed in a smelter as well. I mean, it's just did I get it all yet? No, oh, because it's making it. All right, well, let's turn that off real quick because that was not smart. Let's try this. I don't care about these buckets. And I need you gone. And no, the fluoride went the wrong way. This is an irritant. This is a big irritant. This is the issue that I keep running into with this. That one fluid goes into the wrong spot and everything is wrong. Somewhere in the lag, I clicked and switched it from blacklist to whitelist, and it ruined everything. I'm going to need a Supremium bucket. Supremium bucket. And I'm just gonna throw all these in here for now. I don't need any of that. Throw all that in there. Throw all those in there. Throw that in there. I need those. Supremium bucket. Oh yeah, I need another tank. Okay. Spelled it wrong. Tank J. Let me see. Are we still talking boron? Let me see. Cody, you can make frustrated tree using ardite and cobalt. That is correct. I'm sorry I missed that question with everything lagging out there. You can smelt it, but forgot what you need. Well, I'm going to go see you. Hey, kids, thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you hanging out today. I'm going to run for at least another 45 minutes. I'm in no hurry since I got started late. I figure that's the least I can do. So, what was I here for again? Oh, tank. I need another tank. All right. I've got tanks full of everything, but I need another one of these. I don't need those right now. All right. So, I need... What's here? This should be blacklisted hydrofluoric acid. That needs to be whitelisted. Somehow, sulfuric acid, somehow those got switched because they were right originally. Somehow they got switched. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, I know if lag would have messed up one of them. What is that? Oh, there was some in the tank. Dang it. Actually, now I think about it, I'll just do this. Come here. Stop lagging again. Why? All right. Throw that on there. Give me this. Let me pull it out. There we go. Ugly juice. I don't need that. What's the next best storage you can get after compact chess? Simple storage. Hands down, simple storage is my favorite. In the game, it's relatively easy. You don't need a lot of complicated stuff. For the filing cabinets, chests would really be it. So that might be the only thing you run into. Okay, that, blacklist, this stuff. Did it work? What's in it? No, there's still some in there. All right, so we're going to have to break that. I need to clean everything out of that. So that way I can put the right thing in. Okay. You go there for now. I don't need you. You're going to be fine. Okay. So now I need a bunch of nastiness. No, not that. Okay. So it's still making. Why is it still making? I thought I got everything out of it. You. I need all the acid out of this. Once I get all the acid out, then I can say this. Let me see. What is the best way to do Age of Exploration? Most things ready. What should I do? Age of Exploration. Grab that. Age of Exploration. Twilight Forest is going to be a big chunk of this stuff up here. All of these items up here you can get in the Twilight Forest in almost every biome, so that's easy. As soon as you go to another world, you'll get the cake. These are a little bit harder to get. You can get them with a laser drill, super easy. Or I think an obsidian or a cobalt pick will let you mine these in the nether. Building a ship is easy. Using it, not so much. Hunting cake is easy. Compact World, I've got lots of videos on how to do compact machines. I definitely recommend that. Craft, place, and eat a nether cake. Put a bucket of water and put in the nether and put a boat in it. That's super easy to do. Place an overworld cake. You'll do that as soon as you go to any dimension. Floaty block is easy to do. End cake isn't hard to make. Now going there and finding an end city, that can take a little bit because of how big it is. But if you go there and you find an end city that has one of the boats in front, you'll find the dragon head. You can get, if you really want one of those. In that boat, you'll also find the elytra, or elytra, how you say it. It's down in the bottom of that boat. Dragon's breath, you can make or kill a dragon. And you can use a twilight cake or make the portal. The cake's super easy, and lost cake is also pretty easy. So these aren't real bad. Twilight forest is going to give you 3/4 of them, other than the make the other cakes one. I mean, that's going to be pretty easy. All right, okay. I think we're finally ready to make this work. If I drop that and I put that there, that is blacklisted. Now it's getting the right stuff. Okay, there we go. And then this. Yes. No, lag again. What do you remember? Applied energetic storage or just simple? I like simple storage. So there's a lot of good storages options by far. And ME is awesome once you get into it. It just takes a little bit longer to get the materials and to get it up and going. For me, by the time I could go into ME storage, my simple storage was so huge with all the filing cabinets, the work of moving it all in was just going to be too much. I'm sure there's a way to automate it, and I'll probably figure it out so I can do a video on it. But as of right now, simple storage, especially once you get past getting most of the stuff in folders and in there, I rarely have to make a folder at this point. Or you can even connect simple storage to compact chests instead of filing cabinets. That's a good way to do compact machines again, because you could just fill it with those chests, have all your inventory go into that. That will work for a while, but once you start doing anything like, mystical farming where you're making hundreds of thousands of an individual item, the filing cabinet, each folder will hold like a couple million. So the folders are way better than using the chests. And the game's lagging again. But it is pretty cool. Simple storage. I like how flux energy storage looks. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool looking stuff. Solar array is awesome. Yes, solar is good. The solar that I have set up in my video, where it's kind of all spread out and crisscrossed, I did that really more to show it, but you don't have to leave as much space in there. You can have them side by side and all feeding in. I did that eventually with my own. And simple storage, solar, especially when you get the higher level of solar, that powered almost everything I had without any problems. And then once you can get to fission, then you're pretty much covered. The fusion reactor I'm going to make just because I need the advancement. My fission reactor is going to run everything. So with mystical farming, I'm guessing setting up auto farmers and everything would be the best route. Yes, especially again, now that we're talking about compact machines. Cobblestone folder has 8 million. There's a lot in there. If you haven't done it yet, if anybody out there is playing Sky Factory and you haven't yet done either of the black hole advancements, start now. Make a black hole and a black hole tank. Connect a cobblestone generator or multiple of them to your black hole, and then put infinite water blocks next to the black hole tank. That will start filling them with cobblestone and water, because you need 2 billion of an item inside of one of those to get the advancement. It takes a while for that to happen. So get that started, and then you can just let it go. And eventually when you go back, you right click on it to look in what's inside. If you do that and it has enough in there, you just get the advancement. So I really, really recommend starting that as soon as possible. All right, there. That gets rid of the ugly juice. Good juice is good. Good juice is good. Now all I have to do is connect to the other ugly juice, which is ugly. Let me put you there for a minute. I know that's a mess. I'm going to clean that up in a second. Let it go. I'm going to steal some of this ugly juice, and I'm going to make sure that I've got it blacklisted as well, just to be sure. I I don't want any more ugly juice in the good juice. And now I should be able to connect this. And now that whole top part should be automated again. This has been a lot of stuff just to automate diorite. So how might one get a black hole? Black holes are a block. I'll just show them to you. I have a tutorial up. It's one tutorial, shows you how to do both. Definitely recommend checking that out. But black hole block, it looks like this. As you can see, I have 4 top-level cobblestone generators. This has probably been running about a week and a half. And when you right-click on it, eventually it will load. And it'll show you how many you have inside. I'm currently sitting at 7 million. You need 2 billion in this thing for it to be full. And you can connect more than that. I can have another one on top. I can have another one on the bottom. I just have 4 up there. And then the black hole tank is the same way. Click on that. Now, luckily, if you use the infinite water source, no, this one, the dense infinite water source is okay. But if you make compact infinite water sources, then that fills it up 5 times faster. As you can see, I'm already at 1 billion there. I made them the same day. So the water one is definitely going to be done first. It would have been done probably sooner, but I keep stealing the water blocks for other stuff. Like I said, I still 2 of them to go into this monstrosity, which is going to look way better when I finally do a tutorial on it. Right now, I just want to make sure I can get it up and working correctly. But now that I have diorite, there's one last thing I need to automate, and that is sulfur. So to get sulfur, I need, yes, sulfur is made by a block. The rock crusher is going to make it. So I need a chest. Where is my chests? I just need 1. And then that's going to run to that as my overflow. And this is going to run this way. This will be my wireless. That'll get rid of the stuff that I don't need. Are you going to compact this? This? Oh God, yes. This is hideous. And like I said, I could probably do this all on a ground level, but when I first started it, my whole concept was to just spin around. I had a battery at the top, and then I just had it spinning around. But then I realized I needed more fuel and stuff, so there'd probably be a much easier design for this in theory. But yes, all of it is just to make calcium sulfate, which you need for the fusion reactor. We've determined. What I needed it for in the fusion reactor, I don't remember. I've been working on automating this so long that I have literally forgotten whatever it was that I needed it for. But I will remember eventually. Do I have any empty buckets? I will in a moment. Give me that. That's good juice. We'll use the good juice. Yes, a lot of smelting. Put that in there. So I don't do a whole lot of the just straight up smelting stuff, just because. Oh, that's full. That's full. Okay, can I put it in there? No. Oh, well, you just go in the machine then. Double fisting buckets here. All right. So I don't need any of these buckets, so I'm just going to get rid of them for now because they're in my way. And I will find something to do with the stuff in them later. Okay. Superconducting electromagnetic. Probably. So much stuff. All right, so I've got diorite done. Diorite is working. And then that runs into that. That's my fluid enricher. This chest is going to run my sulfur into that block. This is going to make my sulfur. The side effect stuff that sulfur uses is going to go there. So I'm going to need a wireless. Do I have any? I do. 32. There we go. So I need one of those. We need a GPS. Connect my GPS real quick to a chest. And if you've not jumped in or you're just new to checking it out, I appreciate you swinging by, because you need calcium sulfate to make crystal binder, which makes elite plating fusion. That is exactly what it was. Thank you very much. And I mean, you don't have to automate this. I realize that I could have just made it in one machine, put it in a bucket, carried over, dropped it in the other, and probably be done by now. But it irritates me when I can't find a way to automate something. So, I mean, that's how 99% of my tutorials end up existing. How much have I done in this world? Progression. All right, let's see. So, in the one that I'm in right now, I'd say I'm at least 3/4, if not 4/5 of the way done. So I've got all of tab 1. Yes. Tab 2, I've got a couple. I still need to make glitch armor. I just hadn't bothered. Need to make just a couple of things in the Tinkers to be done with that one. I just need to make the Matic, and I'll be done with that. Age of Power, I'm completely done. Storage, I'm completely done. Exploration, I'm completely done. Twilight Forest, I'm completely done. And Age of all the things, OMG LOL is what I'm kind of working on right now. That's where I'm making the cookie jar full of cookie singularities, which is why I'm making 1 billion cookies right now. Octuple compressed nether block and octuple sugar high. I've got that automated. It's making them. It's just taking a while. Every yo-yo modifier and cons, I'll worry about that a little bit later. These are the 2 black holes that are filling up right now. I'm partially done this. I'm automating my hog farm, but it's kind of boring. And when you guys are watching, I like to do something a little bit more fun. So I kind of do that off camera. I still have to do all the statues. I haven't touched any of those yet. I haven't done the Matter Overdrive fusion reactor. I was going to do that after I finished the fission, but then the fission's taken me longer than I thought. And then these 2 up here are just the fission, which I have mostly built. I just need to get... I could probably get the thing just by turning it on how I have it now. But if I do that, it's going to melt down because I don't have any of the cooling stuff on it yet. I'd probably get the advancement, but if I'm going to do it, I'd rather do it right. And then that I could just make. I just haven't bothered. These things down here, I've got the machines to make them. I would just have to put a little time into doing it. So I'd say I'm actually most of the way done. Nothing else matters. All I have to do is go around and kill some more stuff in the Twilight Forest. And again, that's just me flying around and killing stuff. So I've been trying not to do that on stream because I don't want to bore you guys. You know, that's not as cool. And being in here and working on these, when you guys are asking questions, I can run in and show you guys stuff you're asking. Well, look at my smelter. I can hold 1728 ingots. They hold a lot. They definitely hold a lot. I'm not sure how much mine's holding at this point. Oh, no! Did I have a bucket in my hand? Ow, that hurts. Ugly juice. I don't even have a bucket in my... Oh, it was in my other hand. Dang it, acid. I hope that doesn't destroy anything important. Give me that. Destroy anything? Okay, nothing got broken. Alright. It irritates me to be able to automate something every engineer I know. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, look at my smelter. Yes. And oops. Yeah, oops is my life. Let me see. I don't know how much my hold. How much does my smeltery hold? It's lagging to load on it. We'll find out. Every time my game lags, it flashes between this and my desktop, and then I worry. And I'm like, oh god, I hope you guys can't see my desktop. I don't know. Holds a lot. It's all full of cookie right now. Liquid cookie. Delicious liquid cookie. Alright, what was I working on? Oh, yes. Okay, so I've got the GPS running. That's good. I have to build one more compact machine to automate, to get my stuff for sulfur. And then once I have that done, that monstrosity will finally be done. I'm not sure I'll be done tonight. I'm hoping to. Just depends on how bad this leg keeps working on me. But if the leg calms down a little bit, I could probably get it done today. But everything I'm clicking on is slowing me down. All right, I'll grab another compact machine. So I'm going to need that. And whenever I'm building a compact machine, I just build it right here and then I move it to where I want it to be. And we need to do sulfur. So sulfur is spelled wrong, first of all. Sulfur. I spelled it. Oh, the lag is killing me. Sulfur. There we go. So is it nuclear craft or is it thermal foundation? Does it matter? What am I using now? I'm using thermal foundation. Well, that works, so I'll make that one. Thermal foundation. So for that, I needed, I believe it is diorite. Yes, it's granite. Okay, so I need granite. So I figure it's the same process as I did with diorite. It's probably going to be... Oh, I've got a lot more of that, though. That's good. It's going to be diorite and quartz, or stone and quartz. So it's stone and quartz. I'm going to do the same... We're going to go test something real quick. I may not need to automate that. I may not need to automate that. Whitelist. Intriguing. That's new. Oh, I did see that since I've updated the game, you can now name your machines. I haven't done it yet, but I'm assuming when you scroll over, it'll give you a specific name, which is nice. You may not have to use signs anymore. But that's kind of cool. So I need to see how quickly I'm... Would that be the best tree for wood to make power for harvester? It really doesn't matter. I mean, it'll burn any wood. So it's really all more going to be about, if you do it the way I do it, where I have a chest, bonsai hopper on top of that, mulch, and then a tree, any wood will burn as fast. It's the mulch that matters. The better the mulch, the faster the tree will grow and keep giving you items. So if you can get all the way up to blue mulch, that's the best mulch. It will power it forever on one of those things. But if you can't get that high, the other ones will work. You just may need a double chest or maybe two chests running, two double chests running into your generator. It's just going to depend on how fast your mulch is. Because you're going to want to use the upgraded generator and put at least one stack of speed modifiers in there for it to produce enough power to run everything in. At least if you do it the way that I do it in my farm. But there's other ways, like we were talking earlier. You could put a donut tree on top and use a I can't remember the name, the one that uses food and stuff, the generator that does that, and it'll just feed donuts right into it. Use a high enough mulch, and it probably just power it with donuts forever. That was a great suggestion earlier. But I said I like to, I just use whatever sapling I grab, because they all make pretty much oak wood, and so it's all going to burn at the same speed. Sorry, I take a little ibuprofen there. It's over-the-counter stuff, nothing bad. A little bit of a migraine this week. Still waiting on the game to load. It is going a little slow again. Well, I got so many people watching today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by the stream and hanging out today. Especially everybody who's been chatting and hanging out. Oh, hey, Draven, your videos are always super helpful, and it's cool to tune in to see you playing some Sky Factory. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Monday nights are going to be my regular stream. Minecraft Monday is going to be some form of Minecraft, probably Sky Factory 4 for the foreseeable future. But eventually I'll probably move into other mods and such as well. But Minecraft Monday for sure. I'm going to try to stream a little bit on Thursdays, and that may be more Minecraft. I may do some of the Jackbox stuff with the community. Just different games in general that I may come across. I want to try out some different stuff. I've got a list of games on Steam and on the Epic Launcher that I've got that I've never ever played. So once in a while I may jump in and just try something else for a day, see how that works. But I like doing Minecraft with everybody here chatting because not only do I get to answer questions in real time, as we've done a lot tonight, but a lot of the feedback I'm getting from you guys, together we're coming up with ideas. If you saw the videos I put out Sunday, which was how to use compact machines inside compact machines, what we call compactception, that we figured that out in the middle of a stream, as well as you can put your entire simple storage network inside of a compact machine. We came up with both of those things in the middle of a stream, just chatting and talking and having the ideas and then working out to see if they worked. And that's an awesome thing, getting to work with everybody and people like, hey, this is cool. How could I automate it? Maybe not something I've never thought of. We can get in and do it. Like on the charity stream on Saturday night, we wanted to make the s'mores advancement. So I had to learn how to make chocolate, and I figured out how to make all that, and automating it's going to be pretty easy. So next weekend I may have the tutorial for how to automate chocolate or how to automate marshmallows. We found all of those. I'll probably do them as separate videos just because even though they use a lot of the same machines, I try to keep the tutorial short. You may know how to make marshmallows and not chocolate, and I try to make it one individual thing per video just so people can see exactly what they need. They're not watching a 30-minute video to see the stuff that they don't need. Claire, thank you very much for coming by. I was glad to stream. I'm happy to do so. I'm going to run probably, assuming the game doesn't crash on me. I figure I'll be on here at least another 20, 30 minutes. Enderfano, if I said that right. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Hopefully that pop-up worked. My game's lagging. So if it popped up, cool. If it didn't, I'm still trying to figure out why. The pop-ups work sometimes, and sometimes they don't. So if you did I believe that was Enderfano, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm getting the notifications on my Apple Watch. But if that didn't pop up there, I apologize, and I'm working on it because some of these things are lagging and they're not popping up as well. technically, if somebody subscribed, a little thingamabobber is supposed to fall into that glass in the bottom corner, and it didn't do that, I don't think. So I'm not sure what's holding that up. How automate everything in Skyfire 4, including the ultimate singularity? Yes, if I can, I would love to eventually get to the point where I could say I've figured out how to automate just about everything under the sun. It's not possible. There's always going to be something somebody comes up with that nobody else has. There's always new ideas out there, so I'll never have a video for everything. Or by the time I think that I do, Sky Factory 5 will come out and I'll have to start all over again. But if that happens, that's totally cool. I'm fine with doing tutorials in Sky Factory 5. Some of the ones I've made in 4, I have videos for 3. And the processes could be identical or close to identical. They just may be a little bit different because of now Sky Factory 4 has some things 3 didn't. Or vice versa. Sky Factory 4 doesn't have things 3 did. So having to figure out how to redo it in Sky Factory 4, I'm definitely going to do so. I still have people occasionally asking me to go back to Sky Factory 3, which I might jump into Sky Factory 3 again and do some videos down the road. 3 was fun, but I'm not sure if I will, just because, again, I'm doing so much in 4. There's so many questions and so much still left to do in 4. I figure that once I get done with that, instead of going back to 3, it might be better to move kind of forward into like Galacticraft or something, or RL Minecraft. Okay, so how quick is it making diorite? Okay, so it's making diorite faster than I can pull it out. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, that's good. Well, first of all, let me do this, because it may not be, it may clean out faster if I do that. But if it's making diorite faster than I need, faster than I can use it, it is making it fast. That is awesome. Okay, so if it is making it, then that means I don't need that. I should be able to take the diorite that is coming out of it and use that to make the other item I need, so I don't have to build a whole other compact machine. Sweet! I was hoping I would get this done today, and I think I'm going to get to. So I have diorite coming out into that. So I also need diorite coming out into... looks like it can stop up in that crafter. It can if you're producing it faster than it's coming out. Like right now, mine's coming out and feeding into a machine, so it's not going into my simple storage. If it was going into storage, it would just fly right through. But I have it going into this machine specifically, which, as you can see, it's keeping it at 64. It's burning through it really fast, but it's not going to burn it through it as fast as it's making it. So what I'm going to do, if this works, in theory, is I'm going to pop another that up there, and if I take another one of these and another one, come here, work with me, another one of these, and we put that bad boy, that is not what I'm looking for, there it is. Come on, leg, don't mess with me today. I want to get this done. All right, and put that guy, oh, leg, come on, hoppity hop, there we go. Put that up there. And then I want to run it into there, so I need another chest. I like to use chests as buffers instead of running them directly into a machine. It gives me a little bit more space for things in case it does stop up. So we'll put the chest, we will put item extraction cable, grab our GPS, and this should be most delicious. Boop. Now, that's feeding into there. That's feeding. Oh, I need some upgrades. Upgrades. No, not that. The last time I came over here to get upgrades, I did the exact same thing. No, I made a window. I'll fix that in a minute. What's better, handy bag from Ender Utilities or a max upgraded backpack? I like the max upgraded backpack. That's just me preference. I mean, they're both good. I like this because it's just one simple, huge space, and they're really easy to make. Technically, neither one is bad, but I like the big backpack, and I'll carry several of those at a time. In fact, I've got a green one inside of it, because you could do that. You could fill one up, put it in the other one. Fill it, put it in the other one. Same as with compact machines, if you ever needed to do that. But you could. All right. Now, you're going to get to burn and love fast. Oh, wait a minute. Did I Did I blacklist sulfur? I don't think I blacklisted sulfur yet. I almost broke the matrix. Let me grab that. Okay. So that needs to blacklist sulfur. And that needs to whitelist sulfur. Oh, I already did that one. Okay. Now we go over to this guy and fire it up. And it's not emptying. Why not? Whitelist that. No. No, 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 no. All of it. All of it. All of it. Something's clogged it, I think. All right. Let's try it. Let's fix that. Fix that. Try it again. You. There we go. Now it's loading in. Okay, so that's going in there. The sulfur should be going into here, in theory. Did I blacklist sulfur? Yes, I blacklist sulfur. That's building up. Oh, I didn't put anything for that one. I'm a fool. GPS. That's part of my problem. Let's grab that. GPS, and we're going to run that to... we'll do it to that one. Okay. GPS. That's going to clean all the funk out of there I don't need. As you can see, there's no sulfur here. Thanks for the stream. I'm head out now. Thanks for answering the questions. Good luck. Hey, no problem, Nico. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And you're here at the end just in time to see this work. Ah, yes. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Everything is now flowing up to capacity. I think. Yep, that's working. I need to speed up the crystallizer. Alright, let's do that real quick. Ooh, I do not have many energy. I need energy upgrades. Upgrade. I think I actually had that typed in a second ago. Energy upgrade. There. Oh, that's why. I remember. I was low on gold. That's why. Let's make some gold plates. Now I've got some in there. Get out of there. Come on, give me a stack. There we go. And that and that. Now the only last thing to do is to move this direct... Yeah, because my gold went into the void. If any of you who are watching weren't here for the charity stream, I was breaking all of my simple storage and moving it into a compact machine, which is awesome, by the way. I just put a video up for that. If you've not seen that, I recommend doing that. But as I was doing it, I was breaking all my filing cabinets, and it turns out there was a hole under one, and a bunch of them fell. And I dropped into the void and caught all of them except for the one that had everything my gold sapling was in it. So I lost all my gold. Much like a sad pirate, I lost all my gold. So, sad days indeed. So that's the one item I don't have a bajillion of right now. And let's go there. This, as soon as I drop this, this monstrosity is finally going to be 100% done. As soon as I grab a GPS, and I run my GPS into this thing. Are you able to show how your power source in the farm looks? I sure can. Give me 1 second, and I will do that. All right, let me drop this GPS in here and finally be done with it. Ta-da! I have finally automated this crap. This monstrosity. All of that to make one item. But it is 100% self-sufficient. That makes me happy. That is going to be a hell of a tutorial. I'm probably going to have to build it and then just show how I build it. And some people don't like it when I do that, but to put all that together in a video would take 20 to 30 minutes. I just have to show how each thing works. It is an ugly mess. I'll make it look better in the tutorial now that I know how to do it. But if I tried to literally show how to do all of that, it would be a mess. It would be a horrible mess. I'm going to show you how I have my power set up inside of my compact machine, in my farm. This is the power source. This is how I have it set up in every compact machine that needs a power source. This always works for me. It takes up a little bit of space. Thank you very much. It is ugly, and yes, thank you for the claps, King. It does take up a little bit of space. I could compact it smaller if I wanted to. I don't need to. There's always enough room in a compact machine to put it in the way that I do. And assuming the game loads and doesn't crash on us, we will see it in just a moment. It is loading, so we'll take it. All right. I'm a little sad that my notification didn't pop up again. I think it's because of lag. I think that's why, because I hear the music. Like when I got that person who subscribed a little earlier, you should have seen a little Bill and Ted playing guitar with the music, and then it should have dropped a little icon down into the little glass there, because the little it's a little ODG symbol. It falls and should fill up the cup, and it was working in the tests. If I hit the test widget, it'll work. For some reason, in the stream, it works half the time and it doesn't work half the time. Like when we were doing the charity stream the other day, you know, sometimes people were making donations and it was working, they were popping up. Sometimes they're making donations, it wasn't. So I think the lag is what's throwing it off. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. Do you prefer Flux power or that wireless power? I use wireless. Flux is fine, but I just connect a wireless system to, especially once you've got a big reactor, like a fission reactor, you can put ports all over it, then use GPS and wireless power. And I run wireless power to a battery, which will run pretty much every machine on it. It's just easy. You don't have to set up a bunch of networks and stuff. Flux is fine. And once you go through the work of setting it up, Flux is super handy. I haven't really messed with Flux in 4. I used to use it all the time in 3 because I didn't have these wireless power nodes and the wireless item nodes as easily. But the wireless nodes that I'm using here for power, super cake. I have zero problem with that. And then inside of the farms themselves, I don't use wireless hardly at all. I think I've used them once or twice and then realized I was just adding extra steps I didn't need. Okay, cool. I think it's finally loading. So, okay. So now that we're in, let me back up here a little bit. So what I do is I set down 2 chests, 2 bonsai hoppers, hopping bonsais, and then 2 saplings of choice. I have a trash can over here, and this item extraction cable, I've blacklisted wood. And on this item extraction cable, I've whitelisted wood. So all of the wood goes into my upgradable combustion generator, and everything else it makes goes into the trash can. So that way, it just ends up being a chest full of wood. And again, it produces more wood than the generator can burn. So it's perfectly fine. And then in my generator, I have 1 stack of speed modifiers, and that keeps it full. Like I said, it fills up and then it sits, and then when the harvester does a burn, it fills it back up again. So 1 stack is enough to run this harvester and the auto packager and the auto crafters on every level. But that power source, I have yet to come across any build or setup inside a compact machine that this setup will power everything. And I think I just lagged and fell on the dirt, so I probably ruined a seed. But yes. Oh, good, I didn't. Cool. Nope, that looks fine. So yeah, just that little setup is how I do my power in every one of my compact machines. And, you know, to save space, I could have moved the chest over one and moved this up here. But the thing is, I don't need any of this space over here. For the setup that I use, everything is on that side. And then, like, it's completely empty here. But over here, I have, let's grab getting this one. This thing here, of course, this just feeds, did I just jumped out? No, I didn't. Okay. This is a trash void that takes out the fertilized essence because I just don't need it. I wonder if Flux can transfer in the compact machine. You can. Yes, you can run energy from outside to inside. You totally can. Like I said, some of the things, especially with the different energy nodes, sometimes you have to resync them to their location. That's why I like to keep everything contained inside, because if I want to break it and I want to move it, it'll work. I don't know how well the Flux will work doing compactception. So if you have a compact machine in a compact machine in a compact, how far will that Flux go? Will it go all the way down? It may. I don't know. I haven't messed with any of that yet. But with them being self-contained, I can pick them up, move them, go deep, go further out, take them to another. If I want to, I could take this to the Twilight Forest. I don't have to have any other external power source. I like having each of my compact machines being self-sustained. And of course, some of the things you need don't even need power. You know, your simple storage itself doesn't need any power, so I have 0 power in that. But anyways, this is what I use. Is it the best? No. Is it easy to build early? Yes. Because all of these things you'll be making, except for maybe the blue mulch, all of these things that you're going to be building, you're going to be able to make all of this stuff very early. You could do this outside of the compact machine. When you first have your farm and you have no power sources yet, if you started a whole new world, cue Disney song, if you started a whole new world, you could very easily set up just a regular farm in the world with this same thing. And then throw just a wireless energy transfer and power anything you need from that point. What is that? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, so it's super cake. Like I said, I like this. It's very easy to run. And then I just run one power to it. Of course, you want to crank that up to max, bump it up to 64 so you got full power. Your harvester, you want to make sure you do to area so it does everything inside. And this will cover the entire inside. Interesting thing that I came across the other day, though, that I forgot to mention. If you use a miner inside of your compact machine, controlled miner, is that the one? No, it's the one that'll do an area. No, not item collector. Isn't it in here? I may have gotten rid of it already. Block miner. No, block miners are fine. It's this one. A controlled miner. A controlled miner, you can increase or decrease the space, just like you can on this. So as you see, I have this on 15 by 15. You can click on it and just do the one in front of it, so on and so forth. 15 by 15 will do the entire inside. When I use that miner inside of a compact block, or a compact machine, if I, and let me show you this. If you click on, of course, this, it's going, well, it's lagging now. Once you click on that, it shows you the area that's being contained. As you can see, it's going through the wall. It actually would get stuff bigger than what you're seeing right now. But when I tried to do that with the other miner, if the field I used went outside of the block,
I'm having trouble here.
Sorry, my phone thought I was talking to it. When it was going outside of the block, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't mine anything inside the compact machine if the range went outside the compact machine. Now, I don't know if that was just a glitch in the one block I was in. I haven't tried to reproduce it. But when I put it up to, I think that one goes like by 19 by 19, I think. When I had it going outside, the field was larger than the compact machine. It would not do what I needed it to. Shut up, Cortana. That's how I set up my mystical agriculture. Yeah, this is how I have it set up. Like I said, each level is a different crop, and each one runs into a auto crafter, turning it into whatever it makes. All of them feed down into a buffer, and then all of them feed out here. Now, interesting thing. See all those blocks there? The reason those are there, to be honest with you, is when you're inside a compact machine, items are not going out of it. When you are outside of your compact machine and you are in the overworld, everything in the compact machine is still running. But when you're in a compact machine, things that are running in outside of this block stop. They're not running. So it will build up in here until I leave, and then everything will start flying back into the chest again. Which I do need to go and fix that chest. I will probably do that next time because we're getting close to the end of the stream. I'm going to kill this here in about 10 minutes. I got to make my lunch for work tomorrow. Go do my gerb. But yes, I will be back on Thursday night. I don't know how long I'll be able to stream Thursday, and I may just do more of this. If I can get everything set up, maybe I'll jump on. Anybody who wants to show up, we may play some Jackbox. I think I said I've got it fixed where there's going to be less delay now. So when we're playing, the stream should be a lot closer to the actual gameplay, because last time we were playing some of the games, by the time the questions were showing up on the screen, we were a whole round ahead of it. And so people who are joining in the audience weren't really able to vote in time. Would a chunk loader weirding tool keep the chest loaded so it works? Probably. I haven't tried that yet because I literally just discovered this situation with the backup right near the end of the charity stream on Saturday. And to be honest, until I took yesterday off, I didn't play any games yesterday. I spent some time with my wife and we watched some shows and stuff. I don't watch a lot of TV. Pretty much everything I watch is Rooster Teeth content and some other YouTube channels. But pretty much everything's that. But the one show we watch together is The Voice. It's a show that she kind of got me hooked on. I don't normally do reality shows and such. But that's a show that we watch together. We can't watch it the night that it's on, so we always watch it. Usually Sunday during the day or Monday during the day. Hey Landon. But yeah, so The Voice, we watched some of that. I took the day off yesterday and did that. And did some other computer stuff. Her computer somehow got infected, and so I spent a good couple hours cleaning it out and fixing all it. And I hadn't touched her computer in, oh God, a year. And she's good. She knows how to use computers. Like, she's not stupid by any means. My lady's got a degree and stuff. I don't have any of that. She's smarter than I am. But the computer stuff, she just doesn't mess with it as much. She doesn't do any of the gaming or anything. So I went in and cleaned up a bunch of stuff, got rid of programs she didn't need, stuff that had downloaded on there. So I fixed all that for her. So I spent a bunch of time doing that yesterday, and then for a chunk of the time today, I was working on the stream, adding the little widgets where now if somebody joins a membership or somebody buys a super chat, which I forgot I had on until somebody did that in the stream. That's incapable there. Shows €2. That's awesome. I didn't quite know how super chat worked, even though I turned it on. I guess you can buy a thing, and you can buy a chat, and your thing stays on the top of the chat for a while, and it's all highlighted. It's cool. I didn't realize you could do that. Yes, huge Rooster Teeth fan. I have been a Rooster Teeth first member for 14 or 15 years. I came in season 2 of RVB. And so I'm on there. I post all these videos on the Rooster Teeth forums as well. I'm Onlydraven there as well. If you want to follow me or be friends on the RT website, I post on there all the time and other stuff as well. So RT is 99% of the stuff I do. That's why my charity stream, I was on the Rooster Teeth team. So all of my donations count towards the Rooster Teeth goal for their one this weekend. As a community, I think we made, was it over 10 grand or over 100 grand, which was awesome. I actually almost made it in the top 50. I could see the 50 top spots. That's all it shows on Extra Life. And like the slot 50 was like $549. I had $500 in donations. I had a lot of people who did it. I was blown away. You guys were amazing. You guys just shot my goals out of the water. And I've still got it up. The Extra Life page is still up on both my Facebook and there. It actually runs till the end of the year. So if anybody feels they still want to donate, you can. You don't have to. I went well beyond what I thought I was going to. So I thank everybody who came for that and watched and participated and shared it to their socials, subscribed and everything. It was awesome. Thank you, everybody. Let's see here. Your tutorial videos have made Sky Factory enjoyable. Thank you for what you do. You are very welcome, sir. Ma'am. M4TT3R. Matter. Nice. Matter. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really enjoy doing the tutorials. I like all the feedback and the suggestions people give. I do it to help other people because people helped me when I started. So I really appreciate all the positive feedback I get. Everybody's been really awesome, both in chat and in the videos. It's rare I get a negative comment. There's been a couple, but very rarely. So thank you guys for being awesome as well. Let's see. What's the upgrades in the simple generators? In the generators, they're not actually called upgrades. They're called modifiers. So let me show you real quick. If you go to a generator, the ones that I'm using is a stack of speed modifiers. Took a little while to find them. You can also, down in the search, just do the @ symbol and then put simple generators. It'll pull up everything from that mod. If anybody didn't know that, you can put @ and then a mod and it will pull up everything from that mod specifically. But if you go into your storage and just type in modifier, it'll pop up pretty early. I got lag again. Here we go. So let's get rid of that and we'll do modifier. Modif should pull it. Well, if it stops lagging again. Okay, it just did if. The lag messed it up. Modifier. Come on. Type faster. I came in on season 6 of RVB, been a first member 6 years. Excellent. Yeah, a friend of mine introduced me to it in season 2. And I immediately started being a sponsor. In fact, I had one of those grandfathered rates that's going to die at the end of this month. I paid $10 every 6 months. But I'm gonna go to the regular price. I watch everything on the channel. That's 90% of my content. So here we go. Up in the top left, you'll see speed modifiers. That's what I'm using. You have to make regular modifier components first, because so modifier components. Nothing's real hard to make. You need some black concrete powder. It's probably the only thing that's slightly silly. But you just need like something black. So you like ink sacks, something like that. Let me see here. How much do I have to donate to get #1 donator your channel? I'll compete with Bastich. Yeah, he did. I want to say total one or two couple. He did a couple $100. I want to say. Yeah, he went crazy with the cheese whiz on that one. Let me pull up my Extra Life app and I can check real quick. I say he. I'm assuming it's a he. I haven't talked. He or she. I believe it was a he, just from talking to him. But it was kind of mind-blowing. And I definitely appreciated everybody. And every donate count. Some people posted 5, 1, 10, 20, 50. Every donation was awesome. I appreciated it, and it was well beyond anything that I thought I was going to get. I thought I would jump on and try and see if I could make some money under the Rooster Teeth team, since I have a bit of a platform now that I could share with other people. I thought that would be awesome. And I'll be damned if I didn't jump in here and you guys just knocked it out of the park. So, again, thank you very much for that. Let's see. 50, 50, 50, and 126. So, almost 200 and... I had an odd number. 126.47 was one that he did to get there. So 126.47 and 150. So that's what 276.47 of the 500 came from one person. But again, and I appreciated that, and it was awesome, and I love that. But again, even the folks who did less than that, I appreciate you just as much. Thank you, everybody who participated in that. And there were some of you guys hung out with me for almost the whole 12 hours. Some of you, I think, were here for the whole 12 hours. So it was awesome. And I appreciate that. Oh, another one here. How much I've donated? Yeah, so, yeah. He went crazy. he went on there. Would compete back, probably. You have been my go-to for anything I need for figure out my solo world, so I can try it there and learn it for my group server. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad it was helpful. I appreciate all that feedback. A lot of people popping in and saying, that they knocked that out, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I really, really do. It was a lot. All the feedback and everybody who's been enjoying the videos. Solhex. Yes, Solhex. Passage will be back a bit. Yes. Let me see here. He did the continue, but he would. Yes. So it's pretty awesome. I'm already thinking about next year. Next year, my goal is to do a 24-hour stream. Just me, not handing it off. Just on here, 24 hours straight, me on the computer the whole time, minus the occasional bathroom break, unless I get a milk jug. I'll figure out something. But I'm already looking at things that I can do, and I'm going to come up with some interesting stuff. I've got a I can do the wheel thing, which I figured out. Because again, I'm still learning about the streaming. I've not been streaming long. You can do the spin the wheel thing, so I could put stuff on there where every so many donations we spin the wheel or somebody spins the wheel. I know one of the big reasons I got a big donation is because we joked around that if we hit 500, I'd do a shot. And, of course, he's like, hey, why did it? Get a shot. So I went and I had Goldschlager, and I did a big shot at Goldschlager. And for those of you who weren't here then, I'll tell you, I had weight loss surgery a few years ago. So because of everything that they did, it does not take a lot of alcohol to mess me up. So if I did something like take a shot on the wheel, and, several times, and I was taking a shot like every 50 or $100 raised, I would be snickered pretty quick. So it'd be an interesting stream as well. If I could put other stuff on there, like we play a specific game or I do something embarrassing. Somebody I saw who did the Extra Life thing, if they hit their goal, they would walk barefoot across a floor of Legos. Like a pie. It was big. And the person did it. It was awesome. It was awesome. Let me see. If you're not sure, unless you have a show. That's true. If I try and figure out and can't, I go to your channel and look it up. Without fail, you have the video I'm looking for. It's simple, straightforward, and easy to follow. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That has always been my goal. To keep them short, show you exactly what that one needs. And I have had people mention in comments, oh, I wish you'd shown how you got to that step. Or I wish you'd shown how you made this sapling. I wish you showed how you make that one. I did that on a previous video. And I don't want to make a video 20 minutes long. So the whole point of it, the way I do mine, is that, okay, I need this step, I'll go watch this video. I did this, I don't know how to do it. If I'm showing you how to do something on my channel, 99% of the time, anything that's in it, I've already shown how to do that on a previous video. So in my mind, I'm building off previous tutorials. So if I'm doing something and you're like, oh, I wish he'd have shown how he built that or how he designed that, there's probably a video for that. And if there's not, throw it down in the channel, I will make one of those. That happened once. I showed how to use the PRC, pressurized reaction chamber, and I just used a tank of hydrogen, and I didn't show anybody how to make hydrogen. Didn't even realize that. I'd done it in my world, and I didn't think about it. So I went back and immediately made one of those, because that was one of the ones where a lot of people were like, hey, that's awesome, but how do you get to this first step? And that was a mistake that I made. And I'm also trying to be much better about linking tutorials in the description of the video if it's a video that use that. Like a lot of my link, here's how you, I'm powering everything by solar. Here's how you do a solar. Here's how you make a maximum compact machine. Like the one I just did the other day with how to put simple storage in a compact machine. I did for one, how to make compact machines, how to make maximum size compact machines, how to make simple storages, how to connect that with filing cabinets. All of those were individual short videos. I linked all of those in the description. So if you didn't know any of those steps, you can go back and check those out. So if I miss one that I should have linked, throw it in the comments and I'll add it in there. If there's a tutorial that I kind of somehow went over and I missed a step, tell me, I'll make that. I definitely try to do stuff that people really like. Let's see here. Let me see. Everyone puts too much content like other things, tutorials that you see to get right in the content to building. No, and you're completely correct. You're completely correct. King, that's the thing. When I first started playing, a lot of people are doing Let's Plays, you know, and they're figuring out things while they're doing the Let's Play, kind of like we're doing here on stream when I'm building something and figuring out how it works. And then they throw it up as a video, which is awesome if you want to watch a live stream, and they're very entertaining. Almost everybody I watched was entertaining, but I needed the 5 minutes somewhere in that hour. And I got tired of watching an hour, skipping forward, trying to find it, and then I missed it, and I have to go back and somewhere it was in there. So that's why I started making mine in that exact thing. This is the 5 or 10 minutes that you need to do this one thing. And then for longer Let's Play stuff, I'm going to have some of that, and that's what I thought the streaming would be good for, because I threw a poll up saying, would people be interested in see me stream or do stuff like this? I didn't have notifications on. I'm like, oh, I never got an answer. Oh, well, I went back a week and a half later, and 200 plus people had voted on the poll, and most of them were like, yes. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to start streaming on here. That's why we're doing that on Mondays now. Let's see. Makes sense. Cheers, man. I thought about doing something similar videos and something with my channel. Just haven't set it up yet. Totally should. It's a blast. I love it. I'm getting ready to go to Korea, so after I get back, I'll probably start up my channel again. Well, safe travels. Korea sounds fun. I spent some time in China for an old job that I worked at several years ago. I have a lot of great China stories. I have a lot of great stories that I can tell during streams. Some of them I could probably tell without being demonetized, so I will tell those ones. And on rare occasions, I may have to do a special closed stream. I think you could do members only streams. Somebody told me that with the memberships on the channel, because you can like join a membership for my channel and you get all the cool little emojis and little symbols next to your name. I'll show you a couple of those real quick because my friend Shadowcast designed them for me. That's the My Little Face. That's the OMG one. This is, no, come on, legging out. That's Dig It. It's a little diamond pickaxe digging into a little diamond block. Says I dig it. This one is hello. It's me with a little diamond sword saying hi. And what was another one? I think that was the newest one I just added, Love, which is a little Minecraft piggy and a heart. And then the last one is Rip, which is a little creeper with wings and RIP over his head. She designed those for me, so people that join up memberships get to use those. And they get a little 20-sided dice next to their name. It's different colors with a number inside of it saying how many months you've been a subscriber, which is kind of cool. And then there's like a members-only chat. When I do things like Jackbox and multiplayer games, when there's a code to join in, anybody who's a member gets like a 30-second head start to get in, so they've got a better shot of playing. It was hard to think of perks to add to that because I'm not that big of a channel. There's not that much I can give away to people. So I wanted to do something. And on the charity stream, I got 2 members, which was awesome. So let's see, James Jury and A Real Bastich. Both of them became members, and they got the cool little symbols and access to those. Being Air Force, I didn't think I'll be going to China, but I've been to Japan. Well, that makes sense. Air Force, you're going for important reasons then. Thank you very much for your service. I appreciate that. But yeah, the membership thing was pretty cool. I like that. I'm going to come up with more things to add to it. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, especially if I get a server and actually start like doing Let's Plays with the communities and things like that in Minecraft, they'll probably have like a head start or something, a higher chance of being able to get in. And it's not always going to be that. You know, if I do a group of like say 6 people, the next time I'll try to do 6 different people. You know, and then members may automatically get a head start, but every other time kind of thing. I want everybody to have a chance to play, but I want to have something to give away to those people who become a member. It's just like subbing on Twitch, I guess, but that's like way more expensive. They let me do a lower price, so I only did like $2.99. But it's a cool little thing. And like I said, nobody has to do it. I'm not begging for it by any means. It was something that was part of the YouTube channel I thought I'd take advantage of, like the super chat. But just everybody who's been liking and subscribing and following the channel, I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody hanging out in chat. Everybody's been so interactive and so great. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you everybody for helping me so much in the charity stream. That meant the world to me, and I promise it's going to be even bigger and better next year. I'm thinking right now that I'm going to do some type of special long stream for Christmas. I'm not sure what yet. It probably won't be anywhere as long. I might do like a 6 hours, and I'll probably do it on like a Sunday night or a Monday night because those are my days off. I don't want to do it on Christmas Day because people got Christmas stuff to do. But I'll do it probably the weekend before Christmas, or maybe do a New Year's one the week before after New Year's, and that one would probably have spin a wheel, do some drinks on it. But I'll do something fun with games and such, and hopefully by then I've got other stuff that we can do. Sorry, I've just been running around in circles not playing, but I'm going to have to call this quits here in just a second. But I am going to have to do that. It's 10:36 p.m. on the East Coast, which is where I live, and I am unfortunately going to have to go to bed here soon so I can get up and do my gerb in the morning. Okay, I got to fix that first, though. That's going to bug me. But thank you, everybody who's been hanging out today and chatting. Some new subscribers there. I appreciate that. And that is awesome. What's this here? When I get my channel up and running, I'll be sure to leave a comment for you to check it out. Definitely taking your format as a base of where you want to. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to check it out. I'll sub it. Let me know. I'll go in there and do it. I spent news before and didn't give me a tree or dirt. What did you start on? Like just flying in space, or did it put you on something? Because normally it's just the tree and dirt, so I'd be intrigued to know what you got put on. You may just need to kill that one and start another one. Because I haven't come across that problem yet. There we go. That's fixed. All right. So today we didn't get a whole lot done because we had some lag, and I was answering a lot of just flying through space. Yeah, that's a glitch. You're gonna want to fix that. And I didn't even end up using this, so we'll clean that up real quick. Oh, there it is. Put you away, and those are going to go in the backpack because I know I'm going to need those later. Constant falling. Yeah, I'd say something glitched out on you there. You'll want to kill that and start over again. All right, that. Put those in the backpack so they're ready for next time. And those are delicious. Well, I'm going to slide off here in just 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to start off here. Probably didn't load the seed properly. I've had that, just had to kill the world and start a new one. Yeah, luckily it's at the beginning, so you didn't lose anything. That's still pretty cool. We did get this hideous monstrosity done, but it's working. And it's 100% going, and it is a project that I've been running on for several weeks now. God, I probably started that a month ago at this point. So now that I've got that going, I'll probably, maybe sometime here, go ahead and finish with that fission reactor. Maybe next Monday's stream we'll jump on that fission reactor and see what we can do with that. And we are going to figure out how to build a monster spawn or a mob farm in a compact machine. That's it. So Thursday there's going to be at least one video going up for sure. Next Sunday there's going to be 2 more. Thursdays is going to be how to use the tinkering table to add the different charm and advancements to your Tinker's Construct armors and weapons. And then I think Sunday I'm probably going to do how to automate chocolate. Let me see here. How do you change the scale size of your backpack? Oh, I keep saying fission. I apologize. Fusion. Yeah, fusion is next. Change the scale size of your backpack. So if by that you mean so that you can see it, because sometimes it overhangs off the edge, yes, that is annoying. You go into options, you go to video settings, and GUI scale. You want to adjust that. If you change your GUI scale, you can make it so that it's really small, really medium, or really large. Sometimes it's on large to start off with, but if it's auto, that's where it starts. In auto, it cuts off things on the bottom. So if you just go into there and go to scale 3, that's the one that I use. But if you really want a lot of room, you can definitely make it smaller. I ran that for a while, but when I started doing tutorials, I wanted the stuff big enough that people could see it, up here and such. So, but yeah, video settings and GUI scale, that'll fix that. Cool. Last minute question. Thank you very much, Not Happening, for swinging in. All right. I'm going to call it an evening. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Everybody who's liked the channel. Everybody who's been chatting with us. Everybody who's subscribed today. Got some new subs. Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure. I may be on Thursday night. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. I'm not sure what time yet. If you haven't, go to the About page on my channel. All my socials are there. I always post on Twitter when I'm going to be... when I know what times I'm going to be doing, so that's a place to do it. You'll see me post there, and also you can see it Facebook. I usually post there, and I also try to put it in the community chats on my YouTube channel as well. You find links to my website. I'll probably put up some type of stream schedule there as well once I get a little more hammered out. But I'm going to call it a day. See, there we go. James got the little dice icon next to his name. I love those. Oh, hey, Kat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. It is awesome having everybody join in. So thank you all very, very much for hanging out this evening. I will see you here soon. We're going to call that a day. Have a great day.